what I'm seeing, it does seem more likely that Purple Sky will be playing the mid lane this game.
All right. Well, okay, yeah. Purple Sky. Godspeed, Young Dragon Knight. I would not want to lane against the Huskar on any hero. That's just me, though. But, friends, we are back in action here for the second
What if
round.
you were a sniper? I would love to lane versus Huskar if I'm a sniper. I'm just going to shoot him in the head.
I take that matchup. For sure. But, yep. Good luck. Okay, finally, some positivity in the all chat. No more shit talking. No more accusations.
Good luck, and you better not have high ping, or you're screwed.
Right. We're gonna check the tickets. We'll bring up that console. Make sure you don't have 200 ping or more. Every game.
Do you know what they need to type in the console to get the info?
No. No, it's not super hard.
Yeah, obviously, right? But okay, you need to be a
coder,
a very high level coder. Yep, know all of the languages, be the best in the world to be able to find it out.
Sorry, my Python's a little rusty. I can't get into this one now. All right, Persic looking for the observer, doesn't find it.
Yeah, I'm one of the dumbest guys. You know the 9K MMR bot. You know what that is?
No, I don't. What is it?
When you stream Dota, you type a thing in the Twitch chat, and it shows you notable players that are in the game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the only thing that you need to do is add him to your friend list, and it works, right? While you're streaming. So when I heard about it, I'm like, okay, I need this, and then I downloaded the code from it that is in Python, and then I called a friend who knows Python. I'm like, how do I start this script? And then fast forward, I asked, I think it was Lizard. He's like, yo, dude, you don't need to be running those scripts. You need to add this guy to your friends list, and that's it.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Hames Dibiel gets the courier kill. No courier friend on his list. But yeah, shout out Lizard. No way, 2 courier kills just like that. 50 gold in the pocket of each player. 250.
Oh, the creeps just spawned. Skill. No. He cannot escape.
Oh, surrounded. Persic gonna claim first blood, and now KMC Silva against the 2 Radiant offlaners.
Still 100% on the first blood. This has never happened really to me. I don't know if it's very easy to catch those, or our observer is just the best in the world.
Best in the biz, and we've got them right here on ESL Dota Yasha. How fortunate. Right, action in the top lane still. Airspike gonna land on skill. Persic gets low and brought down. Morphling will claim the kill, and now Extendo under pressure retreats. Mid lane. This DK burning out. He's got the fairy fire, has to use it to survive against Senku.
He was thinking about not using it there. It got way too close for comfort. Way too close.
I'm on the edge of my seat. My green screen though. Yeah, I can't push my chair too far back.
You're lying. I know that you have a standing desk that you're standing. You're just saying that for the sake of the show.
Nah, Atomo wanted more forehead, so I had to start off sitting today. He wanted more forehead on the cam. If it goes too high, you can see above the screen. So
yeah, it's because like 90% of his cam is a forehead, so that's why he was gunning for that.
Shout out all you 4 heads out there. 5 heads even. And taking a look here, bottom lane. Shinigami, oh, nope. Back top. What do we got going on? KMC, 7-3, but of course has the kill on the Lion. A little bit of extra gold in his pockets. How's it shaking out up top? About 3 minutes in. Are you where you want to be if you're the Morphling?
You're fine. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but it's he's gonna take a beating now.
This might not be fine, Harry.
Yeah, for the Lion. I mean, he does have a boot and a windlace, but I'm not sure if he's getting out of this one alive. Morphling has a waveform, has an adaptive strike, mana for both. Lion looks kind of dead on my screen. I don't know if your screen is working the same way.
I think my screen is showing the same result, especially with the Sinister Gaze available on Skills Lich here. And there's the tip. A little Omae wa Meishinderu going on here. You're already dead. Huskar connecting back to the game. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lion, fearful, falls to the Lich. Kill not going to your carry.
Of course, carry gets all of the creeps, man. The kills need to go to the supports. How are they supposed to get any money?
You're so right. So right here. Hames pull into a nice double stack camp. Not going to get interrupted. And the action keeps going top.
I still can't believe this greed, man. They went for basically 3 AoE farmers. What the hell were they thinking? This Huskar is going to be an issue.
It's going to be an issue here, but the Morphling looking to pose a big threat as well. Elder Titan will go down in the bottom lane as Shinigami gets very low, has another stick charge, and we are unlocked and overclocking our death counter here. Which goes down to the Magnus.
Yeah, poor guy. Every single time that he's moving there to the right side of the lane, they tend to hunt him down. So, but here's the thing: when you're playing with a Morphling, you want them away from the lane as much as possible. The Morphling likes to be all alone, right-clicking, and then once he gets a couple of levels, his Whoa!
Waveform forward! Absolutely crazy move from the Morphling. Good frost
he
shield.
clicked. He clicked when he got stunned, and then when he got skewered away, the waveform went through as well. And speaking of going through, Purple Sky is going through into the fountain in a body bag, it seems.
Yeah, Burning Spear is a little too strong, and Ducho making use of the last few seconds of night, getting some harass onto the Radiant safe lane. You know,
Pause.
Harry.
No way.
Yep, I know. Not on my bingo card of game 1 of...
Not on your bingo card? You're not too good at bingo, man. If I'd be making a bingo card, the pause would be 100% in it. Yep.
Yeah. Radiant pause, Dire pause, center, and... You want a 1 for... What does that mean? For W.O?
I don't know.
Let's find out. Yeah, I need a translator for this one. You 101 for W.O. Genzer. I don't understand. Do you understand this?
How can you not understand it? This is your region.
That's not an expression. You 101. You... Interesting. Uh-oh.
They broke my caster. They broke my caster.
Yeah, I'm broken. I do not understand 4 pauses in less than 5 minutes. I'm sure our admin are tracking the time of the pauses. They do it all. Investigate. You know, we were talking as if we were Sherlock and Watson earlier, but ESL admin staff really doing the hard detective work.
Okay. 6 times left.
6 times left, and Hames trying to get out of this one.
Ah.
Gonna go down.
But they got the Morphling, right? So across the map, it's a better trade for Red Bulls than it is for Yoru.
Certainly. Bringing down the Morphling. Gonna slow him down a lot. Has CP, so he will get back to the lane very quickly. Ping's coming out here. Not sure why, though. Maybe just a cautionary tale.
Let's see. Man, poor Dragonite. This is the second time in this qualifier that we're seeing somebody getting demolished. Morphling!
Harry, Morphling down again, Extendo! With the skewer damage. Goes level 2.
Perfectly done. Like, you couldn't have done that better. But also, as a Morphling, you could have done that better. Just have 100 HP more, and you're gonna be fine. But no, he decides he wants to play on 400 HP twice in a row, and twice in a row he's gonna be losing his life the same way because of it.
The super aggressive TP in when you're Agimorph is not the best idea. And let's take a look here. The rune's top. Persic, though, is going to get hit with a life break and ran down with the burning spears. Sanku is off to a commanding lead at the beginning here in game 1, though he's still behind the Magnus in terms of net worth.
This is important for the laning stage to go well for Red Bulls because they are relatively greedy. So it's gonna take some time for them to get their key items. That's why the Magnus is going for a blink. But either way, the greed can be punished if the laning stage doesn't go well for you. And the Magnus having this great of a start, it's amazing for him.
Absolutely. And these supports, the Lion, the Elder Titan, do they give you what you need to capitalize with a strong Magnus early on?
I guess the Lion, once he gets level 6, you catch somebody, you burn them from 100 to 0. That's the idea. So yeah, I guess they're not ideal, but decent-ish.
Okay. Wisdom Rune's gonna go 1 for 1. No thievery happening, but we might see life being stolen here. Top KMC sitting around 800 health. Okay, yeah, his Lich is around. No level 6 on the Morph yet, or the Lich, but very close. Tranquil's now on the Lich. They're gonna make a move forward. Earth Spike not landing. But
Dragonite is finally level 6, but he has to use his ulti just to maybe hit a creep or two. It's a bad spot to be in. Look at his net worth. Very rarely do you see him do this badly. Oh my god, Ezekiel, how did you miss that?
Almost. Hames dodges the cliffing. Had the TP, so he would have been fine, but... Oh man, Huskar forcing you under your tier 2, intercepting the wave before it gets to the tower. The only way to handle this is with support rotation, but if you do that, your anti-mage gonna get just evaporated by this Night Stalker.
Just let the tower fall. That's one of those situations. I think in this game in particular, it's one of those games where, as a Huskar, you wouldn't want to take down the tower.
Well, Harry, they're going to make a move here in the mid lane. Huskar gets pulled in with the RP. Sinister Gaze to buy some time. Right-click damage adding up. They bring down the Huskar. You do lose Elder Titan on the bottom side. Anti-Mage not going to eat the aggression. A worthy trade for Red Bulls.
For sure. It didn't really leave the Morphling alone for too long, and Magnus is already starting to make plays around the mid lane. It's the most important, I guess.
Yeah. Ducho respecting the mana burn and the right-click damage of the AM. Any rotations pending. Oh, Morphling, though, is having a pretty solid game. Almost has full Vlads. As a life break comes across here on Purple Sky, we'll get away with that haste rune. Immediate smoke.
Very weird smoke.
Lich. Right.
I don't know if that was intentional, because I think it was under vision, to be honest.
Yeah, that
It's daytime
is tough. But, you know, making lemonade out of lemons. The Lich does get some aggressive vision down. Smoke does pop. Very close to having that Chain Frost. Only 20 experience away. Topside, Morphling. Gonna live through the finger of death.
Yep. I mean, they killed him with much less previously, but now he's ready. I'm surprised the line got an early level 6, but doesn't get much out of it.
Oh, Hames is gonna go down here with the grip. It might be enough.
Is he?
No. He's far more durable than anticipated.
But that's a shield rune Rubik. He's just running forward.
Holding W at the enemy team. Lich really wants that level 6. And Hames, had he died there, I think we could have seen a Chain Frost come out.
He's gonna get it either way. There it is. Level 6 Lich. Oh my god, poor anti-mage.
Yeah, loses his tier 1 Night Stalker. Just feasting on the bottom lane. No
Oh,
chain
Purple
frost coming
Sky.
out here. Purple Sky lifted back up, thrown in. Persic trying to close the gap, gets the Dragon Tail out. Now Ducho arriving, bringing down the Dragonite. Thank you under the tier 1 tower after the arrival of this Night Stalker.
Does he wanna go?
I think he does. Life Strike forward, going to bring down the Lion. TP response from the Radiant, bringing Night Stalker back under the tower. Still has the wings to take him a fight, but will be controlled throughout.
No mana skill.
Very low. No mana, low mana, gets brought down with the Void. Huskar still alive, but taking a small nap. Looking for Hames, but Hames will burn down. Stick not enough to save him. Shinigami might suffer the same fate.
He's gone.
Dies. Senku picking up 2 kills on his way out.
Toggle?
Toggle is
he
available. The burst damage. He's
Radiant's
stunned
middle
up.
tower
No
is under
chance.
attack.
He thought that the Dragon Tail wouldn't connect on him. He definitely could have toggled there and survives 100%.
Gotta account for those hard stuns here. And now Morphling dealing with some control of his own. KMC walking away, and he is fine.
Radiant's bottom tower
Stolen,
is under attack.
Stolen Breed Fire. That's actually a really nice spell for the Rubik to have. The burst is gonna be quite solid. All of the tier 1s will fall. This Blink Dagger of the Magnus really won't be that effective without the towers.
No, certainly not. Those early towers give you a really great focal point.
Lich
for
is
your
coming.
fights to develop around
Chain
Lich
in 10.
on the way. Chain gonna be big. You know they want to cluster around whoever they get with this Magnus, but you know
Oh, they're
no
encircling them.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's
Wrapped on
middle
both
tower
sides.
has
Night
fallen.
Stalker in on top of the Lion. Science lasting forever. Lion brought down. The stacks are spotted out. Dire want this economic advantage, and they're going to start here on the Ancient stack. What's our RP situation looking like? 20
25.
seconds. Oh, Harry, this is a big fat L for the Radiant.
No, you cannot defend this. To be honest, I'd just leave if I was them. The only reason that they're maybe staying, thinking they can make something happen, is because of the Elder Titan, but even so.
Oh, you got to stomp on the
Radiant's
Huskar,
courier
but
has been killed.
still not confident enough.
They
And
know where
now
the line is.
They find him out, they sniff him out, and dog in the street ran down.
Yep. He was trying to be sneaky, go from the other side, maybe find a finger, but the thing is that there was already a ward. Now that ward has been revealed, let's say, but it doesn't matter. It served its purpose. You got a Lion twice, and you got an Ancient stack away from the enemies.
Little return action. Rubik will go down. Still have Earth Splitter, but you are low on mana. Thank you, jumping forward. Chain Frost bouncing. Fear on the Magnus. Won't be able to survive this one. The Splitter did come out, and the TP out will be successful, but you're burning in the fountain. Stay in the waters. It's not enough.
Dire are scanning.
Harry, I think it's falling apart here for Red Bulls.
Yep, quite a lot. Quite a lot. Definitely not good. It's hard to say what you need to do right now because you're just so damn greedy, right? You would think, okay, this guy's gonna make a play. Well, no, he's not because he needs to farm. Okay, then maybe the Dragonite is gonna make a play. Well, no, he's not. Anti-Mage, he's gonna die.
And Night Stalker making plays. You know, he got those 2 Lion kills, really enabling Ryu.
Radiant's middle
But
tower
what
is
the
under
heck?
attack.
Morphling in enemy territory goes down. A little return action finally for the Radiant as we see the massacre continue, led by Senku on his Huskar.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Extendo, not like this. Not like this. You don't have any mana on the Night Stalker, but you don't even need it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, not really. He is very strong, 4 points in Hunter in the Night. And just like that, things fall apart. Greed isn't the way that you should go. Anti-Mage, Magnus plus the Dragonite trio core isn't the smartest of approaches, I think.
No, certainly not when the other team can draft in a way that you just get ran at early on the back of this Huskar. I think it was a great pick to round out the Dire draft. Now with the S and Y finished as well, every method of control you have is reduced. It's starting to be an early draw of the curtains for me here in game game 1.
Yep, does look pretty grim. The Roche hasn't been taken just yet, and doesn't seem like you even need it, right? The enemies can't really fight you. Speaking of, they will find a nice Rubik pick.
The blink! The blink, Ezekiel! He gets out.
Dire's top tower is under
Will
attack.
they? Oh no. He's styling. He's styling. Blink and Shikuchi, 2 massive spells. The Rubik does go down. Big Blink dagger coming out for purple.
You know who, in which show there's a character named Ezekiel?
The boys, for one. I'm not sure if that's the one you're referencing. Which show are you thinking about?
Walking Dead.
Ah, yeah. Also, yes.
Roshan is
Familiar.
into the dire.
Oh, the blink forward on the Night Stalker. The grip holds line in place for a small amount of time, and it might just be enough to lock down this kill. Versik does purchase his blink before dying, so he won't lose that unreliable gold. A small dose of copium for you on this Sunday.
It's at least looking better for them. They will find Ezekiel once again. This is good. These pickoffs are gonna keep you in the game, get you to a point where you might just be able to get enough items to have a fighting chance.
What are those items that you're looking at? I mean, we've got Battle Fury timing, 3 blinks on the Radiant as well, and drums on Hames. Is there another item that you're considering?
I mean, Manta is the is like the main one as an anti-mage, right? It is your big one.
Manta going to be the next item on the slot for AM. And Ari, you know, something I just thought of. I can't wait until we see 3 heroes blinking around. I want this Morphling to go with the AM Morph, Rubik to steal it, and then just musical chairs being played around these team fights.
Illusions for the dead.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Uh-oh.
Dire's
KMC.
courier has been
And
killed.
thank you. A nice courier snipe coming out for the Radiant. No Lance, no S and Y.
Okay. Till Senku with the Aegis, he'll be getting a tier 2. It's time to start mowing down the tier 2 towers. You need to get those outer towers out of the way so that you stop the potential big team fight
Dire's middle tower
from
is under attack.
the other side.
It's going to help slow down the AM's progress across the map as well. Always having to respond to the split push that comes with this hero. Persic scouted out here. Is this the target you want? They will settle. Night Stalker, the silence running out. Earth Spike and Hex used in great ways, but the life break will come through at the end of the day. Lion brought down.
Still, 3k gold, it isn't that high, right? This first Aegis, it's not giving them all that much. You have it for another 2.5 minutes, and I don't think you're gonna be getting all of the outer towers down. You might even put yourself in a position where a skewer back might kill you.
Yeah, I think maybe you get 1 at best, but even then you're introducing a fair amount of danger. Mag, RP. He is going for his second large item. Gonna be the Aghanim Scepter. So Horn Toss might be the play. Probably not going to see it for like 5 more minutes, maybe.
At least.
Yeah.
But he's working towards it, and it's one of the better ones. I mean, you're still versus a Rubik, so it's not going to be the easiest to catch anybody. But with layered initiation, with multiple blink daggers, you could create enough of a chaos to make it happen.
Radiant's top tower is
Oh,
under
and
attack.
Chaos going to come out here. Dire going to snipe away this Tormentor. TP in from Hames, but going to be too slow. Shard now on Ezekiel. A friendly lift to put you on your way. Do you like this Rubik Shard, Harry? Or do you think
I think it's actually quite nice. I think it's quite nice. I not sure how much I feel about it in this game in particular, because your lift is probably exclusively going to need to be used to stop the Magnus when he's jumping in, but in a lot of the games it really does make a difference.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I think I most like the increased throw range. That's so fun.
Yep.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Where am I?
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Get an Aether Lens there, and of course with Arcane Supremacy,
Dire's bottom tower
really
is under
pops off.
attack.
Shigigami did steal the Wisdom Rune, or steal it back. Let's put it that way.
Bottom tower
Stolen
has fallen.
Blink. Is Ruby gonna pursue? No, he's not. He's not that crazy. He blinks in. I think Antimage just pops the Manta and murders him.
Dire's middle
it's a
tower
counterspell,
is
though.
under attack.
Which, not a bad spell to steal either.
Oh, he didn't get the blink. Okay, okay. The coloring of the Antimage
similar.
spells. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, imagine if AM had gone the other facet to where you could have the counterspell ally.
Yep.
Reflect the Finger of Death. Oh my god.
It used to be on the shard. No, it's
Yeah.
still on the shard. Wait. So what does the other facet do? Let me check.
So it blocks. Whenever you have the facet, it also reflects instead of just
okay,
blocking.
okay,
But AM wishing he had anything to block this gank from the Dire. Finally caught. Now Lion and DK in on KMC. Brought down the Morphling 1-for-1 tit for tat.
Yeah, but it's a 2 versus 5 effectively, right? So still favoring Yoru. But you are delaying. You are delaying. Delay, delay, delay is the name of the game. You'll get to one point where you do have your BKBs when this crippling fear isn't going to be a problem and this anti-mage can murder everybody. Is the Morphling buying a butterfly? No, he's buying a Lincoln Sphere and then he wants a butterfly. I guess versus a line, it's a necessity.
Fair purchase.
Yep.
But there are a lot of single target spells. Especially if your DK is with you, holding hands. You both just blink on top. Whoever gets it off first has the other
Radiant are
to be
scanning.
reinforced with. Harry, we
Dire
once
are
saw this net worth lead shrunk down to 3K, but it's growing back here. Doubles to 6. Is this any cause of concern? Or cause for concern for the Radiant?
Not necessarily. I mean, obviously you would want it to be lower, but they took a Tormentor, they stole your Tormentor, so that is gonna be factored in. And the biggest thing when they had an Aegis, they were moving together, right? So you had an opportunity to outfarm them. Now that's just not gonna be the case because they're a little bit more split.
Yeah, Red Bull's doing a good job splitting the map, buying that time. Will it be enough? Anti-Mage working towards that ultimate orb. What do you got? Going Scotty, you think? Oh, a big horn toss, but it's interrupted thanks to the Rubik here. Silence from the Night Stalker 2 show. And Rubik interrupting the efforts of the Radiant. Beautiful counterplay. There we go. Team tip coming
Dire's
out.
top tower is under attack.
It's still nighttime, so Night Stalker can go in.
Dragon Knight going forward. Night Stalker to match his freak though. Life break from the Huskar and the Hurricane Flag across. Now they're going under the tier 2 tower.
Hex the Morphling!
Oh, Hex the Morphling, but you still have enough health. And the Huskar is gonna bring everybody down. Only
Radiant's
2
middle
remaining.
tower is under attack.
That was such a cool hex from the Lion, but yeah, ultimately you've lost 2 cores. The 2 supports that you've taken down really
No
doesn't
way.
matter.
Ghost supports down, and now this okay.
Too deep.
Titan will survive. Magnus is back up. You got to worry about the horn toss.
Radiant's middle
No
tower
Rubik to
has
save you this
fallen.
time.
He's fine. He's a Night Stalker. He has better vision during nighttime. That was that good ward right there in the entrance to the big jungle from Red Bulls. It will allow them to go for that cool initiation, double horn toss, a double earth spike, but unfortunately you just don't have the follow up to burst them down that quickly, and it's gonna be even harder now with the Morphling having the Lincolns.
Oh, Morphling Lincolns. Something that you do not want to hear if you are on the Radiant. And also an Aghanim Scepter. Ooh, on the Huskar. Any of these heroes get taunted, you really need your save from the Echo Stomp Elder Titan. No big BKBs just yet, though. Really, Not a single BKB here in the first 25 minutes of game 1. Is that a little surprising to you, Harry, or do we want to save those 9-second durations until later on?
It seems that they just want to split push, and considering that they're very greedy, with late BKBs, they will win the game. I'm okay with it. I'm not 100% against it. It can backfire, but you know that you don't have those BKBs, so you play accordingly. You just try to defend your high ground, you split push, you give a kill, a support kill here and there. Deep in enemy territory.
We're gonna find a core kill in enemy territory, just like you said. Senku, gonna find the Magnus.
Dying as a core is not ideal, but he is the lowest of the cores, so not the worst thing in the world.
Which is rough considering the start that he got. Also,
yep, he had like 4K net worth at what, minute 7, right? It was it's pretty insane from his side.
Absolutely. And Shigigami playing safe lane AM brings down the Rubik.
Beautiful.
Rubik had stolen Blink as well, so you know, I love getting that one back.
Yeah, he had a blink dagger and a stolen blink. But the thing is, the anti-mage jumps you, he kills you in half a second. That's just how it works.
Yeah. Tier 3 neutrals coming out. Gonna be a paladin sword for the AM. Jury's still out for the rest, other than KMC. Do you have a favorite tier 3 neutral, Harry?
I used to have. It was Spider Legs. But,
oh my god, that's a name I haven't heard in ages. Spider legs.
You don't have spiders in America?
I don't talk about their legs in particular, but I mean, I guess when I talk about a spider, it'd probably be 3 things: the web, the eyes, or maybe the legs. But I can't tell you the last time I spoke about a spider's legs. Maybe with our Lord of the Rings rewatch that we did with the group.
Are you the type of guy like every new year you will have to watch the Lord of the Rings?
Between the in-laws, the family, we usually throw it on the TV during the winter holidays, you know, and everyone's gathered around. That and our Discord buddies will do trilogy rewatches every now and then. Throw them up and let them run for like a day or so. But they're gonna run through Roshan on the side of Ryodan. Another Aegis. This time going the way of the Morphling. Do you want it on your Morphling at this point, or is Huskar still the prime tier for you?
Yeah, Morphling is better because he can get bursted down, and you don't want that to happen. He's the main carry now. Huskar, I don't like though that he doesn't have a BKB. If he would have a BKB, it would be much easier for him to survive if he gets jumped.
DK, Harry, DK is gonna have to do the old Nightfall as we watch the Chain Frost.
Go!
Fucker sticks with it for a little bit. The Chain Frost is still coming. It's gonna stay on him. No, Hames! Hames, run! Oh, hands it off to Persic. Little game of snowball tag, you know. Never heard of it.
Snowball fight. Yeah, but the Tusk isn't here.
Have you ever seen the movie Zoolander?
Sounds
The comedy
very...
about the world of male models. Will Ferrell's in it. There's a gasoline fight.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
A comical watch. Maybe not highly rated, but it's very quotable. If you ever need something to throw on mindlessly, it's one for the logs. Now, Harry, 30 minutes here into game 1. It's like very close to a neutral win probability, just 5% in favor of the Dire. The shift to nighttime. What do you need off of this if you're Ryodan? Do you need another pick?
You want to shove in all of the waves. That's the idea, right? So Ideally, you would want to bring people down. Considering it's nighttime, yeah, you can do it. But overall, the best possible way is get to the enemy high ground, move all of them to the base, use that time to shove in the waves, and then go hunting when more than one wave is pushing into your enemy base. That is generally how you do it.
All right. See if it works for Ryodan as they sweep the map. Now, do you need to sweep the map as 5 here, lest you get picked off?
No, you can't do it. Your anti-mage has to be split pushing all alone. That's how it works right now.
Oh, sorry, as Ryodan, when you sweep across the map, the Dire. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The thing is that when you're so close to the enemy base, you can move really quickly. So you are always very close to each other either way. So yeah, I guess you can call it that way.
Harry, there's a BKB on the AM. Could be the mark for a fight. And the banner reinforcing the creeps. First tier 3 of the game to fall. Shikigami looking to bait out some spells here. Won't have any luck, and now they're in. The blink from the Night Stalker gets rid of that Dragon Tail. Morphling taking a nap, needs to wake up and keep hitting this Rax. A nice horn toss, but it's interrupted yet again by the Rubik. And fearful, Magus will fall. Dead for 15. On the backline, Shikigami doing a lot of work, brings down 2. Now Huskar control. Maybe I needed the Aegis on. No. Taking quite a little bit of time here as the Morphling gets victim to the right click. No mana. Still has a dream. Will fall first. Life being consumed, and Shikigami's back in. No mana break, but you know, Huskar no mana, so no problem. Morphling not able to get to the high ground. Short legs, and now he's gonna fall victim to Shikigami and Ames. Closes the
what a stun!
The guy gets a kill. Thank you. Brings down the DK as
he needs to do it alone.
He's gonna do it alone. Can he 2v1?
Nice.
Bike to the high ground. Assault Cure's helping out a fair amount as well. And, you know, fighting to the death here. Devastation across both lineups. This is coming out perhaps in favor of the Radiant, even though you lose a couple structures.
Yeah, most definitely. They didn't lose no Raxes. The melee ones will regen. It was your 9-second BKB on the anti-mage, so that's quite huge, but he got a lot of gold out of that when you get a butterfly, and you are gonna be you're gonna be golden. To be honest, the supports of Yoru, their positioning has been quite bad. You need to keep these two alive. If your supports are not alive, you are not doing damage with either Huskar or the Morphling, so that has to be the top priority. Like, we don't need to use our spells perfectly, we just need to be alive, so that if our guys get initiated on, if they get jumped on, we can help. We can keep the enemies in place so that our guys can do the damage.
We see them planning ahead for that. Not necessarily in positioning right now because, you know, it's in the moment. But they're both going Ghost Scepter on the Dire supports. You think this is a worthwhile pickup, or is it going to be a debate for the Lion?
You need the Ghost Scepters. It's actually quite smart, because even if you get found in the backlines by a Lion, the Dragonite and the Anti-Mage will be jumping you, and there's a very low chance that the Lion will be finding you. If he jumps that back, he's just gonna get blown up. So it is gonna be the big ones going for you, and on those you can react. It's not gonna be a blink instant hex on you.
Understood. Also, Harry, for the Radiant, we've seen Rubik play the role of the heal here for the Magnus. Extendo blinking in, gets a great horn toss into a skewer, but it's always interrupted. Do you need to change your focus? Well, more on that here. Now Rubik under threat as Night Stalker goes in on the Lion, but 2 brought down. Purple Sky gonna clean up. Night Stalker having to play it scared here. Now left and pulled back in. DK finally coming online. Gets that crit stick. Level 20. Takes to the skies.
Yeah, game is out of control for Yoru. They've been controlling for 35 minutes, and now they're just weaker. That's how it goes. The Anti-Mage decided not to go for a butterfly, but actually get an MKB and make sure that this butterfly of the Morphling does absolutely nothing with level 25 Anti-Mage and his BKB. He might not need anything defensive, and I think he's right. This game, you cannot deal with him any longer. You need to kill him from 100 to 0. The Huskar jumps and you somehow burst him down, but it's so hard.
Especially, I think Hames has leveled up as this game goes on. He's did some really good echo stomps buying time. And, you know, you always get your Extendo Magnus ready to help out when he doesn't have to be the one initiated. They go on AM for a change. It's welcome switch up for Magnus.
Let's see what they're
I've always wanted to be a giant.
what they're gonna do, but this is a rough spot to be in for Yoru. The next Roche is do or die for them. You need to make something big happen.
We need some repositioning magic coming out from the Morphling, you know. Just go into the morph into the Magnus, work with your Rubik to get a couple clippings, or maybe even a little fountain skewer coming out for the Dire, but don't know if the Red Bulls are going to put themselves in that dangerous position. Daedalus finished on Purple Sky as well with the Nemesis Curse. This damage is brutal. As a fight breaking out, the Lion already dead will buy back, and now the Horn Toss onto the Huskar, isolated away from his supports, will fall. Ezekiel a little late to the party. Too deep indeed. Good EV out. And murder streak continues. Shikigami brings down kills. Yeah. You have an AM problem. Only a 20-second cooldown on the Mana Void, but Dusha will dodge.
I always wanted to be a giant space crab.
They took too long. That's just the case, and when the time was for them to go for the jugular, they just weren't careful, and I think it's the supports of Yoru, and their positioning in these fights just hasn't been great. Every single time they're getting caught, and you are the ones with the Night Stalker. You're the ones with the extra vision, not the opponents.
You should be the ones doing the catching. As we see, full lane of Brax goes down mid. Top being threatened now. Last fortification being used.
Yep, that's gonna be the second lane of Rax. And if you look at Yoru, they're not that great at dealing with super creeps at all.
No. No, certainly not. Also, Roshan is up, currently in his daytime office, so we'll be on the bottom side of the map. Is there any way for Ryodan to get back into this game? Oh, well, you know, I ask, and maybe I have my answer here. Shikigami, it will be silenced even after the Manta. Nice glimmer coming in from Persic. Has the BKB, and the fight developing. Persic on the run. We'll get hit with the adaptive strike, but a blink.
Animation looked like it hit him.
I know, it's crazy. That regen rune is a bait. Don't go for it, Lion. Oh my god. Can you imagine survive that only to go for the regen and just get hit with the blicky when you're in the water?
Yeah, you don't want that to happen.
Alright. Smoke play from the Radiant.
Radiant are scanning.
5 blink daggers in the game. One built into the anti-mage.
You lose this Roche fight as Yoru and you just call GG. That has to work.
Persic blinks forward as now they are on the AM, the taunt. Going through it all, but a nice RP on Extendo, holding down the Night Stalker. Slept on the Huskar on the high ground, pulled back down. And Shikigami looking for a target. Can't find anyone. Silent, stunned. We're getting the run of it as the Huskar dead for 90. A buyback on Huskar immediately. Shikigami burning, but we'll try to get out. AMC waves formed, dodge the damage temporarily.
AM is not
able
to fight.
No, he's not. He's so low here as the Chain Frost bouncing in favor of the Dire. 3 dead for free. You just lose your Lich. It's an amazing turn of events here for the Ryodan fans in the chat, and it's Purple Sky looking to get out, but no mana for a DP. Will go down. As
they're back.
They are back, baby. But Harry, I've got news for you. Anti-mage. Nope. I'm gonna farm. I'm gonna farm neutrals. Never mind.
He didn't have his BKB, and I think that's a huge mistake there. They knew that the Dark Ascension was used because it suddenly became night, right? It's quite obvious. And you don't have a BKB on your anti-mage, and you put him to be the first point of contact. You can't allow that to happen. It's still a decent position for Red Bulls, but you have given Yoru right now an opportunity, right? They're not to be underestimated. A late game Huskar, like a late game Huskar is a problem, and he's gonna get a very late BKB. 9-second BKB, 40 minutes into the game is huge.
Absolutely. We've seen the devastation that they can wreak here on the Radiant draft pre-BKBs. Just imagine. A little bit of debuff immunity goes a long way against this Radiant draft. However, skill, let's take a look top. Oh, this Lich. Yep, found out. Brought down in his prime.
That poor guy.
Yeah, ran away from his team. He had a family.
That's an anti-mage. I thought he was gonna continue split pushing.
Stunned
Ezekiel?
Splitter. Ezekiel going in, and now on the high ground we see the Dire. Shikigami on Ezekiel, but refreshing shard for the Ghost Scepter. Unreal plays. Thank you in with the Morphling. AM getting low.
He's dying.
BKB dying. Gets away from the fight. Will it be enough? Purple Sky
Nope.
and AM dead for 100. They just used it on the Morphling as they recollect themselves on Ryodan and the Ghost.
They don't have their main hero.
No buyback available. 500 gold short.
Magnus
On
needs
the
to do some magic, get him into the fountain, but I don't think that's gonna be possible.
No, not with this Rubik around. Ezekiel has been playing lights out as far as counterplays on the Magnus go. Sleep. What do Morphlings dream of when they sleep? Do you think? Maybe a river. God damn it. Extendo dreaming of a nice skewer here on KMC, but it's just a bait taunt after the life break will spell doom for the Magnus.
Oh, Morphling!
The right clicks the morph. It's not enough. Oh god.
Okay, my heart can't take this. Right, I came here for chill Dota. Like, what the hell is going on?
No chill at all, especially when Morphling joins the fray, brings down Hames. Summer Cape expiring soon. Elder Titan buyback, good call, Harry. Tier 4 is under duress. Can you save them? Big stomp with the waveform gets you out. Now, Tier 3 is your focus. 19 seconds until the anti-mage is up. Just don't know if they can buy enough time for the AM to arrive. They dodge sleep, and now Persic in, pops the link, and Night Stalker running some good coverage here for the Dyers. The Finger of Death lands, Dragon Tail to follow. The damage is arriving, but dodges the Earth Splitter. KMC, God, on the Morphling.
AM is back.
AM's back.
Megas.
Dealing with now. Still a long ways out. You gotta make it.
He's gonna chase.
Soon. Chase only for the banner. Harry, it's a dire situation for the Radiant.
You have a Magnus, a Dragonite, and an Anti-Mage, so generally you are fine dealing with Mega Creeps. Obviously, it's not ideal, and Yoru now have a better chance of winning this game, but not by a lot. Look at that. Mega Creeps and only a 60% win probability just goes to show this late-game lineup of Red Bulls, just how strong it is. And of course, on top of that, they have two laner racks on their side.
Oh my god, yeah. You got big cleavers all around, you know, on the Radiant. So these, oh god, our poor Hames almost diebacks to the Tormentor. Persic's gonna get the shard. Purple Sky very low.
It's a level 25 Dragonite, man. Whenever I see the stats of this Dragonite, I cannot believe how this is allowed. 42 armor. With what is that? It's 350 damage without empower, and then he has 4k HP. Like, yeah, that's totally fair.
Unreal. And let's talk about the fire. No, not the fireball. I feel like that was picked up every game with the previous iteration of Dragon Knight before the split into the facets. You saw it a lot more frequently, but now you don't even need it.
No, no, not really. I think that shard is just completely useless on this hero right now, especially because everybody is playing the Fire Dragon. You know that Fire Dragon, when first introduced, it was weak, so everybody looked at it as a joke.
Yeah, and who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? Dragon Knight on top, and let's take a look at our itemization here as we're 43 minutes into the game. Recent pickup for the Night Stalker. Gonna be a Scythe of Ice. Big Hex coming out. Very good pickup. Stop the AM from blinking. Escaping could be doom for the Radiant.
Or if you make a mistake, you turn yourself into a piggy, right? That's
true.
That's one thing that you have to be careful of. Oh no, it only blocks. Yeah, he didn't go for the other facet. Okay.
So not as punishing as it could be. But I mean, having your 5,500 gold item blocked with a 20-second cooldown, not really feeling great on that either.
Yeah, not ideal, but much better than getting turned into a piggy. Okay, now it's a little bit better. Christmas has passed, so you're okay in that regard. Do you eat pork in the US as well when Christmas comes?
Not really a fixed staple of Christmas. I mean, usually there's like a ham. Is probably so yeah, pork.
Yeah.
Christmas ham is probably the most like traditional food that would go with Christmas, I think.
In Serbia, we have a piggy genocide every single Christmas. How it goes.
R.I.P.
Yep.
I would say R.I.P. the goat, but you know, R.I.P. the pig.
If it can be spider pig, it can be goat pig. It's
Right.
closer.
So about those spider legs, favorite neutral item. Was it removed from the game or cycled out? I think that's my question of the hour.
What's the difference?
So cycled out means that it's just not in the current rotation of neutral items, but it hasn't been exactly X'd from the game or 76'd from the game. But removed from the game would lead me to believe that it's not coming back.
It's probably not coming back because they moved it to tier 4 at some point, and then they were like, nope, whatever. Even if you put it on tier 5, it's dumb. It's too strong.
Sure.
What was the name of the blinking item? The one at one point it allowed you to dodge.
Flicker.
Was it? Yeah, that was the best one.
Oh, Flicker was so good. I missed the mini Yule's effect as well on the.
Yep. Now it's only a zap.
Yeah. On our Stormcrafter? Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Walls closing in on 2 lanes. Now that the Mega Creeps have had time to arrive, but a smoke move coming out from the Radiant. Night Stalker under the cover of his own ninja gear, though. Who's got to be your first target, Harry?
Who does the supports? Get the supports on one side. On the other side, make sure that the Magnus doesn't get a big RP.
Oh no, they
this
found
is
the
a
Radiant
good-
support. Hames isolated here, but DK
Just
jumping the
surviving
Lich. It's surviving it all as the Lich goes down a buyback. Dead for 100 on the Elder Titan. Trying to go again, but Morphling in. He's found the Lion. The Glimmer Cape saving him at the last second, but will go down.
Mega creeps entering base.
Mega Creeps on base. We've seen them in the game before. You gotta respect the push. The fight coming out on the high ground. The game can bring down the Magnus. Morphling is controlled. AM in the fight as the DK gets low, falls down. AM the sole survivor.
Is gonna bump him so hard.
And AM taunted. The damage of the control. It's all arriving from the Dyers. AM low. Not gonna blink out in time. He dies. Jim picked up on the Rubik. Fight continues here. Looking for more. You're going to be able to close on the base now. All of the buybacks in the game, aside from Rubik, have been used. I feel like now we're just going to see a standoff that never
Giant
ends.
space crab.
You wait for Rosh. If you're Yoru, give it to the Morphling and you go in the game. I think you can do that, no problem. Or if you feel like you can get away with it, wait for the Dark Ascension and then go. That's what you do.
Gives you the chance to find a really good target. Plenty of poke to get in and out, but no Roshan just yet. Wishful thinking by the Dire.
Yep.
Hopefully we don't see it bait the Radiant into coming out too far. But Shikigami getting pretty far out there.
You have to. If you just stay in your base, then you are just putting yourself in a position where you can be jumped from all sides. Here, at least you're ready. If you're getting jumped. What does the Night Stalker get with his level 25? Yep. the minus Dark Ascension cooldown, so basically he's always gonna have it.
Terrifying. What a terrifying talent. The man's eternally airborne.
Eternal
Huskar.
darkness. Feel like we're in Finland.
I wonder what their current daylight distribution is like up there. Poor folks.
It depends where. I guess there might still be a place where it's dark all the time, but it's a low amount of sunlight, probably in a big part of the country.
All right. Any big talents coming out? Our Lion is still level 18. I think Earth Spike in the cone is pretty insane.
Huge. It changes late game so much, because in late game you're not going to be thinking about everything, right? There's going to be so much chaos in fights, and then if the Lion is well positioned and focused, he can turn around fights. It's actually insane. I've seen so many games that the Lion with the level 20 talent just completely overtakes.
So here that, in addition, well, matched by the Dire, if we can get Lich to that level 20, Chain Frost on death. Just cast your Chain Frost, put your Ice Spire up, blink into the middle of it, go ahead and die again if you've gotten your Frost Shield off on a worthy target. And just let it roll.
See.
Waiting for Roshan. It's going to be the title of my autobiography, I think.
I think if a lot of Dota players write their autobiography, that's gonna be the title of their book. So, you need to send me which one is yours.
Alright, Control F, waiting for Roshan. Oh, there are 5,000 results. Abyssal finished up on Anti-Mage.
Huge.
Yeah.
Bursting people from 100 to 0. That's what you want to do. But road gets taken, you give the Aegis to Morphling, and you just slowly march towards the enemy base.
See if that slow march comes anytime soon. You do have buyback on the Huskar now. Everyone else is time gated. Your Elder Titan, about 40 seconds remaining. And a handful of gold, keeping him away from it. Waves crashing in, you know Anti-Mage probably not. Oh no, you lose a tier 4 just to creeps. Feels bad, man.
They're coming.
Okay, this is it. They're coming, the British are coming. Okay. Bringing down the vision as you enter the base. Good approach here. Refresher Shard on the Night Stalker. Double Dark Ascension. Double BKB. Gonna be dangerous. Gets the vision up. Blinks forward.
Nice blink. Oof, Lion getting out of that one, it's so huge, right? If you lose the Lion there, I don't think you're capable of this defense.
No.
Even with him, it's hard.
Alright, the assault begins. Banner down.
Middle tower is under attack.
Second tier 4 now being dismantled. Shigigami forward on the Morphling. You lose the tower.
Has fallen.
Poking, looking forward. Night Stalker in, but getting controlled as the Horn Toss and the Skewer. Morphling back out of the fountain. They bring down
No
the Lion
Lion.
for a minute and a half. Now you're
They're focusing the throne.
They're focusing the throne. They just will resurrect the Morphling as Hames being brought down. Refreshing Shard used on the Night Stalker. Virgin Pike back on Senku. Fortification now. Can they bring down a hero? Oh,
Stolen
the Stolen
RP.
RP controls the AM and brought down. Dead for 2 minutes. That's gotta be game. But thank you. Brought back to the fountain. Waveform out on KMC. Focusing the throne. GG is called. Ryodan take it. 51 minutes here in game 1.
Finally, right? It was such a long game. Yoru, they were winning for 35 minutes, and then bam, they make one mistake. They lose 2 lanes of racks with a lineup that is actually timing based, and somehow they take it back. I think.
Well for Yoru, but let's go ahead and get into this game 2. And friends, if you are just joining us, welcome. We are now in game 2 of Yoru Ryodan versus Team Red Bulls. And of course, you have Harry and myself, Malibu, to bring you through this action as Yoru look to continue their lower bracket run. A nice disruption off the bat here on Ezekiel. Shigigami gonna continue forward. Gush coming out, but a big flame break onto every hero on the goddamn map coming out. shrapnel, and
Yep.
skill will pick up the first blood. As predicted, it shall be.
Yep, and that is an issue, right? Because we talked about timing, farming stacks, stuff like that. You give the first blood to the
30
other side.
seconds to
Not ideal. Is it? Wait. Am I seeing it well? Is that an offlane Bat Rider?
Ezekiel is playing the Magnus, and Ducho, the off-lane player, played Nightstalker last game. He is on the Bat Rider, so this very well could be a pos 3 Bat coming to town.
I guess when there's a tide on the other side in the
battle
Rubik,
begins.
doesn't make much sense to be playing a core Magnus.
No, the action not stopping anytime soon. Skill trying to walk away from the illusions.
Fast
Oh, but
fingers
he's gonna
and
lose
skill.
a career.
Has been killed.
Nice little gold, and no sentry available now for the Phoenix.
Stupid slow couriers.
Where's a Marcy when you need one, right? Get those couriers leveled up.
Yep.
I can't tell you how many
That's what you
times I've
want.
had friends baited into going for a courier, but it gets away with one pip from the level up.
So wait, when it's a flying courier with the Marcy, the range heroes need 3 hits, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy. So they cannot kill it basically.
Yeah, even melee would need 2 at that point.
Yep.
Flame break into the shockwave top, early aggression. But Hames takes Magnus off of the case with this disruption.
I expected Ducho to be going for the stick and napalm damages buildings because they are kind of lacking on the tower taking department, but no, he went for stoked on the Bat Rider. Interesting.
Wonder why. Maybe because they just know that they're going to be very active here in the top lane. Fighting
Yeah,
all
maybe.
the time. And it is a brawly lane up here as Ezekiel now the focus of both safe laners. We'll get away. Ducho 7-0 to the 6-0 DK. Both cores having a pretty solid time so far. The stick lane, if I've ever seen one.
Oh, the sniper is farming way too good. The laning phase of this hero is dumb. Sometimes very hard to deal with. And you know, when you pick a Lina, you expect to do well in a lane.
Yeah,
Not versus a sniper.
Spectre doing decently well in terms of CS here, but that HP just whittled down. Maybe I would say chopped down, honestly. Gosh, let's fade bolt.
For a Spectre, it's fine, right? So every Spectre player, they always repeat this, and I'm kind of sick of hearing myself repeat it as well. If I'm playing a Spectre, I do not care about my lane. I want the other lanes to go well. That's what you want, because you're gonna be coming back into it with your ulti. That's how it goes.
Yeah, Senku 14-5. Lena just getting her first deny as we look back to the bottom lane. The other lane's going decently, but KMC just not able to get in there. Phoenix will bring down the Rubik, maybe finally buying a little bit of space. Extendo
He has
with
a Fairy Fire.
right click. Fairy Fire saves him. And now a salve. No mana for the Gush to cancel that either. It's KMC trying to drag the wave, finding a little bit of purchase under the tower. We'll get that, a little banner creep. Back to the mid lane.
Senku is killing him.
Oh, another shrapnel won't do it. Purple Sky barely surviving. And no more shrapnel charges.
Yep. If he had one more, that was Purple Sky going down. Or maybe if he got only one hit in, he got scared there for a second, didn't know what to expect, and just went out. And it's better that way. No reason to risk your life, to risk potentially losing this lane that you already won.
Yeah, I think Rubik may have had a TP available after his death there, so he could have contributed and saved Lina. Now, Magnus under the tier 1 tower will fall. Shikigami. And Hames bringing him down. Disruption, keeping the Bat Rider under the tower. Eats another one, and Purple Sky with the rotation. Ducho finding a little bit of danger here. No Firefly just yet, being level 3 will fall to the combined forces of the Dire.
Yeah, well, that other lane isn't going too well, so the Spectre isn't going to be super happy. I guess KMC is fine because his lane is going okayish, but ideally you would want this Batrider to do a bit better. He's going to be your main playmaker. I mean, your playmaking lane is top, and that one is losing, so Sniper is going to have to pull everybody's weight, probably.
Yeah, I mean, Sniper is certainly poised to do just that.
Going for Purple Sky.
Seku, no shrapnel charges. We'll just have to waddle down, try to find the Lina. Stays on the high ground, giving himself a little more vision. And a game of peekaboo might just turn deadly.
No TP on the Lina, so this is already a catastrophe for her. You can just go back to the lane. I don't know why he's chasing, to be honest.
It's a pride thing.
Radiant are scanning.
Shrapnel brings Lina low, not in range for a right click. Ezekiel wants the kill. The shockwave doesn't hit.
Nighttime vision?
Oh,
And
Phoenix.
also nighttime movement speed.
Gotcha. Surprise. And one shot from Senku will do the Lina in.
Yep,
Back.
when will he have a TP? In 10 seconds. Okay, so he at least did buy time, so that when he respawns, he can come back to the lane. But it's definitely not looking good for the Lina. They might not have, other than the Spectre, much jump for the Lina, but if you are super underfarmed, the Spectre will be enough.
I think that's a good way to look at it, buying time for that TP to come off cooldown here. But cooldown's being used. KMC tossed back into the fray. Another anchored smash. The stick will save her. As now.
Oh, he missed the Fire Spirit.
For the Rubik, but a missed Fire Spirit's going to be an expensive mistake. You do get the Rubik. In
KMC?
Side, level 5 KMC turned into KFC. And now mid. Purple Sky going to be brought down by the duo. Ames answering with a TP, but it's a late response.
Oh boy, Purple Sky is being bullied. Did he get mad yesterday when he was being bullied? Or was it somebody
No,
else?
that
Yeah,
was
no.
the player from Dead Dynasty.
Yep, you're right.
Oh man, I haven't seen a blow up that big in a very long time. As we see Shikigami get blown up. Timely rotation from 3 Radiant heroes, and Yoru off to the races in game 2.
Spectre is level 5, so Shadow Step is gonna be coming fairly soon, and then these rotations are gonna be even easier. You might not even need rotations. It's just the Spectre would have been enough top, just like the Sniper was.
Is under attack.
Absolutely, Harry, and we do see Spectre queuing up that Orchid Malevolence. So first item Orchid. Gonna make any saves, any escapes, hard pressed to be successful. KMC receiving the wrong end of the anchor there. And top side. Oh man, the levels are so big here for Yoru.
I think you just want to be killing the Shadow Demon. That's probably the main thing, right? For the Spectre, you find the Shadow Demon, you Orchid him, you take him down. You have a solid amount of lockdown on your other heroes. If you go deep, as the Shadow Demon and like the formation of your enemy starts breaking apart, there's going to be a lasso target. There's going to be an RP target. The Sniper will be able to keep his distance and do the damage. This Orchid is perfect if coordinated well with the team.
Yeah, Harry, man, Tidehunter going for the Vlads, which given the current meta, I mean, it's par for the course. DK never going to get a Blink Dagger. Lina, I mean, Travel's going to be your first item. Ags is just a pipe dream. I really don't see how they ever get on top of the Sniper.
Very hard. It is going to be very hard. You are going to have the blink on both the Dragonite and the Tide, and that's your play. Jump in first. That's what you do. Jump in first and then wait for the counter initiation. And once there's a counter initiation, you go Ravage. That is an ideal fight for their side.
Right, we'll have to see if Yoru play into the jaws of the Dire. But 3 heroes top. And our first Spectral Step mid. Onto Purple Sky, but Senku maybe overextending just when we talk about it. Ezekiel making the trip down mid as well on the 4 mag, and you know, we thought Senku maybe bit off more than he could chew, but gets out just fine.
is okay. And with the sniper early on, especially during nighttime, you can posture aggressively. Your stats are actually not half bad with the hero. Early on, you're not really looked at as that squishy because your damage output is so high that nobody will really be able to trade with you, and it's a level 5 freaking Lina. Just let him go!
Go down as we see. Lina TP in, no Laguna Blade just yet. Brought into the right click of the sniper. Gonna be another death on
My
your
god.
mid.
And they didn't even kill the Phoenix. I mean, he got super low. I thought they were at least going to be taking him down. Spectre did die, as you mentioned, the first Ravage. Not really expected the solo tide to get that kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No, the Spectre had to be gaming it though, you know, pushing it to the limit, and then gets caught with a Gush Anchor into a Ravage, you know. Unaware, and now Spectre looking for her Vengeance Torch. On to Hames here. Will go out.
Is under attack.
Back to farming the bottom lane, and Shadow Demon does fall now. Ezekiel on mode dodge. A cheeky juke. Gets him out of dire vision.
This is... They're just being outplayed. They're being outplayed, they're being outmaneuvered, and it's all stemming from the mid lane being a catastrophe. A level 5. Okay, now 6 Lina, 9 minutes in. Oh boy.
3.5 level disadvantage compared to the sniper.
Yep.
You got Supernova as well on Phoenix. TP's coming mid. We'll see. This might be the last-ditch effort. 9 minutes in, and hey, a little disruption save. Can you get a kill opportunity?
Bat sneaking mid as well.
Bad wants to show up, spreading some sprinkles of fire. Skill gets another one.
Nobody's farming top lane. There's gonna be a big wave that will move into the tower. The Dragonite is farming the Ancients, and there are some stacks, but they're not like super huge. So you didn't really capitalize on your Shadow Demon stacks. Your Tidehunter isn't farming the stacks. You haven't taken any towers. You are not defending the mid lane tower, and you're a Tidehunter lineup. Ooh, it doesn't get much worse than this. Really, I don't know how many bad things we can say. At least maybe Extendo can get this tower. So that is gonna be the saving grace, I guess.
Saving graces might just be a little too far, few and far between. Into the level 9, looking to do the lion's share of the work as far as experience is concerned. Building up a lot of early itemization. We see him pick up the soul ring into the wand. If you have any hopes, it's going to be gathered up and mounted behind an assault with your Tidehunter. Okay, as you mentioned, recovering a little bit on some stacks. Mask of Madness now available to Shikigami.
Yeah, at least he's going to be farming a bit faster, and you definitely need it. One good thing is that this Tide is super farmed, but the bad thing is he's not going for any playmaking items. He wants a Mage Slayer, so still takes some time. Goodbye,
Blades
Persic.
being made mid. Telekinesis with the disruption buys time for Persic to not die immediately. Spectre just gets some assist gold. And now
They see the watermelon, they get out. It's not watermelon season just yet.
still in the ground. This watermelon not ripe for the picking, but walks down mid lane all the same.
Spectre approaching the Orchid. That's gonna be the bane of the existence of the 3 squishy heroes on the side of Red Bulls. This is looking quite grim. I'm still looking at this Tide as, okay, he's super farmed, but your killer, your murderer, the one that needed to be capitalizing on when the plays are being made, is completely shut down, and I don't know when this Lina is gonna come back. He needs to get every single kill in every single fight, and that's very hard to happen. Look at him. He's just, as the bots, he has no mana to farm the jungle even.
No, I think you are you're redlining here on this Lina quite early. Fortunately, you do have the shovel, so you could maybe just farm around the hot tub area, continue to dig up some water runes, refill your bottle off of that. But I feel like it is an omega stretch at this point to stay on the map for any discernible amount of time. As Ezekiel falls to the Tidehunter, use the Ravage. I mean, something of note. Extendo using that Ravage on cooldown.
Well, that's nice. I like that. I think that's what you need to do when you're this far behind. Just continue, get a hero off the map whenever you can.
Agreed. Agreed. And you know, maybe that commits Ryodan to overextending, knowing that there's no Ravage. It puts them in like a less favorable fight position. But they are proving to be rather patient here.
The gold lead isn't all that high, so
Just 1k of a difference here. Kind of surprising. Full Maelstrom finished on the sniper. So probably not going to lose this mid-tier 1 anytime soon.
no, that's not gonna be happening. So he wants a Dragon Lance, and then of course a Hurricane Pike for the sniper. Already has a Maelstrom. Now is a little bit of a farming time. You've taken down 2 of the main tier 1s. Maybe you can help your Bat Rider with his Blink Dagger reveal, but other than that, the sniper is mostly gonna be hitting creeps now.
Let's see, this Bat Rider in the off lane. Just in case you're joining us, it is a position 3 Bat Rider. Don't get it twisted. Arcane's in the Blink Dagger on the prowl. Spectre at the ready with Haunt, or the Spectral Step rather. Still about 10 gold away from the Orchid, but the Courier will be in flight for quite some time. No silence just yet.
Yep, he needs a little bit of time. Lucky at least for Red Bulls that this smoke didn't find anybody, so they're gonna be remaining alive, and Lina is slowly but surely gaining some farm. You need to get towards the Diadem Scepter. It's gonna take longer than usual, but as long as you're not dying, eventually you're gonna come back into the game.
Yeah, Harry, a little, maybe, I don't know, a little nerdy detail. The DK, certainly a bastion of hope now for the Dire. Big beefy strength guy, but with Promulgate, the Shadow Demon facet, you get max percentage HP, right? Or it might be current. But that percentage that you gain on a hero like the DK or the Tide, massive. Right? Massive, nice. Uh-oh, Ezekiel. He's got a TP, but the Rubik steals the skewer. This is a big steal for Persic here. And a bit of a gift given
early.
Dire.
Ah, he didn't get it.
No.
It's so the disseminate still doesn't say, man. If the target is an enemy, they lose 11% of their health. Is that max or no?
Don't
Why
know.
did it say current or?
If you're out in chat, help the Harry Bros out.
I think it's max though.
Yeah, that makes sense. Right?
Yep. The way that I've seen the spell work, right? The amount of HP that you get to lose. Yep. It's a big one.
All right, skills getting stunned up, brought down. 2 gifts given to the Dire back to back now.
Yeah, and I'm surprised about this, right? It's nighttime, so the sniper should be pushing a little bit aggressively, and you can use it. Okay, they're gonna try to go for it now. Nice disruption.
And out. Disruption to save. Dude shown now with his hands in his pockets will be sent back to the grave. 20 seconds, 30 seconds in the fountain. And stocks are rising for the Red Bulls.
I mean, it isn't the timing of Yoru at the moment, but they could at least be utilizing this sniper vision to do a little bit better. At least not bleed away these kills. Other than that, the side of Red Bulls, they're playing a lot together, and they are still regaining ground in the game. Not something that you see too often. Usually, when you're playing together too much, you start losing even more in terms of gold.
Absolutely, Harry, and I think it's just simply off the back of misplays from Ryodan. I wouldn't say them gross over misplays or overextensions, but punishing nonetheless. Blink Dagger soon on Magnus. Big timing on your support.
Yep.
Vestal on our Phoenix as well.
Why are you not going for the RRP? Why doesn't anybody like it here in North America? And in Europe, there are people who go for it as position 4s, and it's actually quite nice that minus 20-second cooldown makes a difference.
are scanning.
Yeah, I don't know. I've not seen RRP in a single match. Even my own, like, pubs.
Dire's
Haven't seen
bottom
it.
tower is under attack.
You haven't watched like let's say Eki play or 9 class play
No.
position 4 Magnus with the RP?
No, I've seen a couple of games on Eki, but I don't think I've ever seen him play as support mag. And 9 class, no. Usually playing outside of my normal time watching or time spent watching Dota, I think.
Yeah, I guess you're sleeping at that point.
Could really nerd out and go watch a replay. Ooh, Purple Sky gets that shield rune bottled. Might have to use it here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And KMC finding an opportunity. Silence the Shadow Demon, but will be out just as quickly as he was in.
Yep. I think that's smart, right? You're at least making sure that all 5 of the enemy heroes are centered around the mid lane. And I think Yoru, they finally understood what their opponents are doing, and now they're capitalizing on it. They force something around them, and then they go back to farming. Force something around them, go back to farming. Was that under vision? I think they just moved out of it, but towards the top, so the Spectre should know something could be coming his way.
Yeah, believe so. We do see a smoke move come out.
Nice.
And skill 6 spots it. What a good break coming out from the Phoenix.
Sniper? He is staying on the bottom a little bit too much. He has a shard in the Hurricane Pike, so his mobility on the sniper is actually quite high.
God, 12k net on our sniper here already. That's insane.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The offlane boys, though, from the Yoru, in some dangerous positioning. The smoke still active on the Dire now, expiring. Bat Rider gets the TP, but Mag will not be
He should
found.
fine. I don't think he's gonna stay there for a minute and a half. Just please don't do it.
Oh, he blinks north. Maybe he gets a courier or two. What do you think? Yes, no, maybe so. Oh, he
Dire's
finds it.
Blood one.
Killed.
One. Oh, the quick reaction from Hames, though. Ezekiel will get the TP out.
Radiant
Escapes just
are
fine. And
scanning.
now fight Bruin mid. Ducho on the offlaner gets a lasso, setting up a kill for the Spectre. She is in for the full Monty this time, but the Laguna blade dodge!
And
He
out.
goes out! What a gamer! What a gamer!
Got stunned from afar. That is still fine. Oh, that is a very defensive egg, but they cannot come high ground.
No. Perhaps a little premature, but, you know, it does save your Phoenix.
This is what you want to do. Just make sure that you're not bleeding away kills, and from time to time get a pick off. At some point, your Spectre and Sniper are going to get strong enough.
Harry, I don't know about you, but I love me some standoff Dota. Inspirational, hence well known, I think. God, I want to blink dagger on this Tidehunter, so bad. He's getting there. Purchased a shard already though. Very rich offlaner.
Very rich offlaner. Right, but he needs that blink. Once he gets the blink, that is when he becomes dangerous. That is when you're gonna be a problem for the sniper. You know that the concussive grenade cannot be used when you're rooted, so you are you're not gonna be moving much. The Hurricane Pike can help you, but the concussive grenade will not. Which is a bummer. I feel like it should be allowed to get used, but it doesn't move you at least, right? So that you do have that knockback on the enemies.
On the Tide. So the dead in the water, is that a leash or a root?
A leash,
Okay.
yeah.
So the same restriction applies to concussive.
Yeah, it's the same. I think there should be no difference.
I'm feeling Senku sees it coming ahead of time, and you know, very similar to the Matrix, just slows into bullet time on the sniper and throws the grenade out, dodging the cast range. It could be some copium coming out.
He's a little bit short to be Neo though.
He's the 1 meter tall.
Oh my god! I thought it was only the girls making fun of short men, but
No. Hey, short kings are real, as we see the real come up and bring down the Batrider. No offlaner for the Radiant. Now has Extendo on the back line. Spectre in, Spectre out. Another egg coming out here. Persic wants to bring it down, but will have to back out. And Ezekiel goes forward. Doesn't get anybody on the skewer. Shikigami looking for another stun. Phoenix will die.
And Kravitz is ready.
Oh my god, Senku has to make some space here. If he goes for creeps, that Blink Ravage would have just ended him.
Yep, very smart to pull back. And this is the thing, they didn't have their Batrider, that is their main catch. So if you had your Bat, you probably would have been able to get one kill and then the chase is on. But without that one opening, you cannot continue.
Certainly not. As we see Radiant continue down, Extendo. Maybe extendoing his stay a little too long.
You should get away. Yeah, you're fine, I guess. It's the problem is that in a minute and a half it's gonna be nighttime again, and that is when the sniper is really gonna be problematic in terms of vision, right? Because at the moment you actually do have some jumping power with Tide Blink in the shard, but if you cannot find the enemies or cannot find the real ones, or you get found before you want to be found, it's going to be a problem. And during nighttime the sniper does bring that one, so the positioning is going to be much easier for Yoru.
Oh, the positioning coming out here. Both teams poised to meet. Dead in the water, but what the hell? And it's a crazy blink. Now Extendo overstaying. Hit with the RP, but a lift from the Rubik and a disruption from Hames. Realize enough time for the save, and the Ravage comes out at the Magnus's dead.
He's alive.
A reset and a living Tide Hunter for now, but not for long. Dead on the back line. Now Bat looking to get out, but will not have any such luck. BKB Shikigami bring it down. The Bat and maybe a Courier. No Blink Dagger, but they're gonna use the egg here. Shikigami going for the reset, knowing Radiant Reinforcement still around now. Purple Sky gonna get hit with the Glimmer, but there's a Sentry nearby. Disruption used on Hames as Phoenix goes back in, hits the stun, but it's not enough to save her life. Phoenix will give up their life for the cause. And now Senku looking to walk down Shikigami, but that's 55% physical damage reduction on the DK. Not gonna happen.
I think he intentionally there stopped Icarus dive. I don't think he got lifted up or stunned by the DK. He just decided, oh, I'm gonna stay here. Well, then you're gonna die. So the Phoenix definitely could have lived there. I'm really liking that he's like very easy on the trigger when it comes to using his egg, because it really does make sense in a couple of those situations. And,
I think they're gonna go for a kill mid or top. Actually, KMC finds the Rubik, the Spectral Haunt, doing a lot. Putting in the work. Persic does lose the Courier as well. No Arcanes for you, and a Shadow Blade now. Big disruption coming out. Will it be enough? The Batrider stunned up. Shockwave doing a lot of work, but not gonna get you out of that one.
Yeah, Ducho is definitely not comfortable on the Batrider. He has been making mistake after mistake, being caught when he doesn't need to, and he's actually a big part of their lineup. His jumps, he needs to be the one to start things off, right? Because his jump is going to be opening up the vision for the Spectre and the chaos for the Magnus and the Phoenix to use their spells properly.
Maybe not the best time to pick up an offlaner that you're a little uncomfortable on when you're up 1 and could just lock it out quickly in a 2-0. But, you know, chase your bliss. That's what I always say.
They are trying their best. They're still in a good spot though. Once there's a Silver Edge on the Sniper, which he's gonna have fairly soon, the Tide Hunter and the Dragon Knight are no longer going to be a threat. You're gonna be able to kill them from 100 to 0.
Dual scans coming out here. Top side 1 from the Dire does land as the Radiant walk into it. The Silver Edge gonna be much needed if you want to bring down the DK. Disruption on the back side of the fight. This catch could be a lot as Ezekiel is leashed. No skewer coming out now, but an egg on the sideline. That Shikigami and Lina turn their attention to it. 2 gonna be dead on the side of the Radiant. And Red Bulls charging ahead.
Again, Batrider not really doing doing much with his lasso, not pulling people in. The The coordination of Yoru isn't really all that good. I mean, I have to say that their lineup is not easy to execute, but
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
you really need to do at least slightly better if you want to have a chance here. Because the enemy team, they are completely back into the game. All of their heroes are back. They have decent amounts of farm. Your Lina is no longer completely demolished. And you're going to have an Aegis on top of this insanely powerful Dragonite. He's going to be the top dog on the map now.
Yeah, we saw. So, Harry, one of the stories of this game, KMC, been using Spectral Haunt whenever the opportunity arises. They've got 9 assists, only 1 kill. How do you think that gold distribution has really affected the Spectre? Because they're sitting 4th on the net worth now, behind the Tine Hunter.
Oh, it's not great for the Spectre. He would want to be getting more kills on this hero, just so that you get ahead. Spectre, when this hero is ahead, just murders everybody. When behind, feels like a creep sometimes, and that seems to be the case in this game. And you know what the thing is? KMC hasn't even been dying all that much, but he needs people to die more by his hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, oh, this creep can jump across the map, but it's actually not that scary. I am silenced, which is somewhat annoying, but we're fine.
Radiant's middle
Okay.
tower is under attack.
It's fine.
Is on this mid tier 1 tower. Not gonna be
Radiant's
any
middle
fight
tower has
put up
fallen.
by the Radiant. Certainly with this Aegis DK, with the Folly,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Blink Ravage available on the Tide. Do we have... Yes, Flame Cloak and a Shadow Blade, both available on the Lina. We're going to see a disappearing act here from Ezekiel, perhaps. Ezekiel, where's your tiger? You need a little help. A nice blink and a good read, but the telekinesis interrupts the charge. Put to the low ground, gets a shockwave, and it returns, holding them in place. But Shigigami with that damage.
It is their timing right now, and they're really pushing it as they should. They have the Ravage, they have everything they need. They don't really need to use the Ravage. Right now, if you are Yoru, you have to think about how do we force them to use this Ravage, and
Radiant structures are fortified.
it's actually very, very hard to do so. Because if they use it on the aggressive, they're gonna be using it because they're getting your axes. You don't want that.
Radiant's
Sniper,
bottom tower
great
has fallen.
great high ground defender, but Ravage, very big spell. Sniper getting closer to that silver edge. Will be going for a BKB after.
Radiant are scanning.
Of course, Ravage not piercing debuff immunity. BKB, a very welcome tool in the arsenal for any hero here on the Radiant. You see what our Bat Rider's working towards? One component remaining.
Ags? Okay, he's got it. I thought he was going to be finishing off his BKB. I feel like it's a necessity because, sure, the Demonic Purge is annoying, but whenever he blinked in, he just got stunned instantly. And what does he think? That he's going to be getting the only 2 stunners? Well, I have a revelation. There's so many stuns on the other side. Yeah, very, very unlikely that you're going to be pulling them away.
Right, I'm gonna get, yeah, I think I'll get the Rubik and the Shadow Demon this time. Thanks for standing right next to each other, boys. Yeah, some form of control available to every single hero on the Dire draft.
Is under attack.
There's the silver edge on the sniper though. That can change things, right? If you posture too aggressively with either the Dragonite or the Tide Hunter, you can get bursted down.
Mm-hmm. Now, Harry, we've seen KMC go full Bloodthorn here on the Spectre. Is this a little too squishy? Or you're really not going to be showing up to any fights unless you are sure that it's a kill anyway, right?
They're definitely gunning for this. We're going to jump and kill somebody, and it really is like that. You kill one hero on the other side, they're going to break apart, but they haven't been able to open up the fight the way they want.
I know, and that is not trend. That trend is not changing anytime soon. Oh no.
And bonuses are just piling up.
Bonuses piling up, though the Shadow Demon could be gotten here as the egg is scrambled. Yeah, Spectre in, Spectre out. And the walls are crumbling for Yoru.
Their team fighting is so bad. Like the way that they're team fighting, it is so insanely bad. For me, it comes from this Batrider. I think that they just put him on a hero that he has no idea what he needs to do, how he needs to play, how he needs to move, and it is destroying their whole lineup.
Gotta ask yourself why pick the bat? You know, do they just feel like they were that much better that they could win with a hero and that their offlaner doesn't play?
Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, sometimes you are your team asks you, can you play this hero, and you're gonna say yes because you're not a coward. And next time you are gonna understand.
Cowardice not on display as Lina gets caught out top.
Bye. That's an opening. Now they should go.
All right, the walls are breaking, and Ducho on the redemption door finds the Shadow Demon. Pesky Hames is stolen, but he's given the lasso. Uh-oh.
The chase.
Aegis is reclaimed. No longer will you have a second life. Lasso coming out and says, "Giddy up, partner," as the Phoenix. Oh my god. Physical damage from Shigigami is the truth.
Well, okay. That's fine. But again, he gave the lasso to a Rubik. And he didn't even use the steal all that fast. So without that lasso, I think the Phoenix lives, the Rubik dies, and the chase might even continue until the Spectre has another shadow step. But yeah, we can see what happens when only one hero is missing on the map. Not again.
Oh yes, again. It's happening time and time again. We are seeing the Red Bulls do the full sweep of the map a la Ryodan in game 1, and it's a thing of beauty. Oh no. Senku shows back on the wave though, and now we see Spectre jump. The Tide Hunter is in and out. Reinforcements on the way. A wise choice by the Spec. So much invis in this game too. 2 Silver Edges, 1 Shadow Blade.
Yep. It's there's gonna be a lot of damage, right? Not a lot of defensive items at all that we see in this game.
Oh my! Ezekiel with the quick hands. Maybe Blink is the only defensive item you need.
Radiant's middle tower is under
He said
attack.
as
Hunter went for the minus gush armor. He's not buying an Aghanim Scepter just yet, though. So
Radiant's courier.
it's still gonna hurt, though.
It really enables your Dragon Knight, right?
Yep. He gets on top of one target, and you demolished him. Finally, the Batrider is thinking about a BKB, but this is gonna take so long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not even enough gold for one component just yet. Harry, and we see Spectre continue to use this vision and necessitate the fact that individual heroes on the Dire could still fall if caught by the Spec. I think that might be one of the saving graces here of the Radiant. Just the fact that KMC is so on top of it. And they're going for a Basher next.
He just wants to jump in and murder somebody. They're putting so much emphasis on starting off the fight with a kill. It's a risky way to go at it, but it's actually a fun way to go at it. I actually can't wait for Yoru, if ever it's gonna happen for them to win a fight, because it's gonna be such an overwhelming victory. It's gonna be so cool the way that they're gonna be chasing their opponents around.
Yeah, looking to break that game wide open. I feel like we're gonna be waiting for another, I don't know, maybe like 5 minutes before they're at that point. Next, Roshan on hard respawn timer, 35 seconds, 34 now.
Yeah, I don't think Yoru will be able to fight the Roche. Even though, if you look at it, RP, Phoenix, Sniper, your ability to fight in the pit is great. But then you look at the Tide Hunter and the Dragon Knight, and the thing is, in an open area, if the Sniper gets caught, it is a disaster. Especially as 6-0 and 5 Sniper hasn't been touched. He's thinking about buying a Blink, just to have a little bit more of a positioning advantage. And I cannot say I disagree with it. I actually think it's quite smart to go that route.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Enchanted Quiver helping keep you at range. And yeah, I like the Blink. You can kind of wait for the fight to develop a little bit before you dedicate, but Ezekiel and Skill both spotted out by the Invis Dragon Knight and brought down. Spectre does join. Ezekiel gets away. The hesitancy from Shikigami is fatal.
Didn't want to BKB.
Oh my god, Harry. They maybe just gave up their lead with that death.
Yep, the chase is now on.
Dire's top tower
And
is
a
under
Mindbreaker
attack.
on Spectre. Imagine. Shadow Step. Oh, I'm stunned. Oh, I'm silenced. Oh, I'm silenced again by Bloodthorn. And I'm dead. Because I didn't
I
press
can't
BKB.
believe he didn't BKB that. Like, his life is so valuable, and the Sunray plus the Bloodthorn Spectre illusions, it's something that's gonna murder you. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I don't know why Yoru are not going for Roche. You have a Spectre with a Manta, you demolish him in a second. Taking that away from your opponents is a huge deal.
I think my only thought about the no BKB was he'd seen the Magnus, so he knew that the debuff interruption was just there already, or the BKB interruption was already there.
Yeah, but just use it instantly, right? The second that they go for you, you see that things are going badly.
Right.
Pop the BKB, run away. They're not gonna have the damage to kill you. Not just BKB TP out. I don't think that they wouldn't been able to do much. The Bloodthorn damage isn't gonna be as high. The Sunray damage isn't gonna be as high. I think he could have lived. I guess now he does have a BKB to fight Roche, but that is only because Yoru decided to take so long.
Yeah, very generous in the time that they've used here.
There's a scan, so now they know. But yeah, look at what Spectre illusions with the Desolate are doing to poor Roche.
Oh my god.
Radiant's middle tower is under
That's going to
attack.
be your hero in a very short time as Yucho finds a good target for the last. So this time Rubik not going to steal it and make use. And the Jim on the Bat Rider. Very nice pickup. Oh, will he find it? He walks. What? Did you see Bat Rider walk right by the observer there?
Yep. And it's behind the tree. Yeah, probably got pinged out. Pinged out. Oh.
Oh well, Pope Buddy's nerfed, right? What can you do? Aeon Disc gonna be the next pickup on the bat. We do not see the BKB. Harry, shocked.
I hate this. You're versus a Shadow Demon. Please don't buy an 8 on disc. It does nothing.
No. Oh, Shikigami Invis looking for the backline, but they found it. But the RP and the egg on top. Lena gonna be dead. Now KMC leading the charge onto the high ground, stunned up. Spectral step by sometime, but not enough. Now Haynes will be the next fall assassinate, ringing in the new year, and a double lasso onto the two remaining cores. Radiant up big as the Ravage comes.
He's gonna kill them all.
First overextended DK with the cleave, not respecting the Daedalus Dragon. Harry, what the hell?
Yeah, this is what we were talking about. 35-40 minutes seems to be where Yoru are like, yeah, now we are strong and we can do whatever the hell we want. No, you can't. No, you can't. They disrespected the Satanic. They disrespected the Ravage, and this is the result. Twice in a row, the Spectre is just running towards this Dragonite, and one thing that you mentioned, the Spectre is doing everything for this murderous intent approach. It means that you do not have anything defensive to help you. Dragonite breaks you, he kills you in 2 hits, basically.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Devastation
Radiant structures
for the
are
Ryodan
fortified.
stack. Tier 3 now threatened. Got to imagine this is a full lane of racks. You do have some buybacks available. Don't want to use them for this first lane though, and now
Even
Oh.
second one.
all falling apart here.
Radiant's middle
For
barracks has fallen.
the champions
Radiant's
of
bottom
Yoru,
tower is under attack.
threatening to even the series 1-1. A lasso onto 2, but the telekinesis and the stolen firefly gonna make the next fight difficult. Oh, the Yule's onto Ezekiel! The control is immaculate from the Dire, stifling Radiant every stop, every turn.
Radiant's
Second
bottom
lane
tower
now
has fallen.
being broken apart. Buyback on the mag.
has fallen.
They're just gonna leave. I mean, why wouldn't you? You've gotten 2 lanes of racks. The top lane is pushing in. There's gonna be a huge wave that Yoru are not even gonna farm. Okay, they're gonna send the Spectre there. At least that farm is gonna be picked up by him. This is a disaster. The Spectre will have an Aghanim Scepter. This game does look harder to come back into than what they did in the previous one. I know that we're getting the same vibes, but this is rough.
The vibes in the room are very harsh for Yoru. I can feel them through my computer monitor. And now, Harry, with an Aghanim Scepter finish on Spectre, you no longer have buyback. You gotta make good use of the haunt. God. Just like that, man. This graph fell further into the Marianas Trench. 84% probability in favor of Red Bulls. And a Blink Lasso reflected by the Rubik's Lotus. Rubik does go down, though. And now Spectre looking to join the fray as the Rubik. What the hell? He's still alive.
He's still alive?
Oh my god, the
Disruption.
disruption save. Oh, immaculate play from Hames, and the Blink is destroying it. Persic's on fire. RP from Ezekiel as he drags 3 into it. Will give up his life, dead for a minute and a half. KMC and the Radiant on the run. Blink forward from Extendo, looking to extend this lead. Phoenix is lashed up. KMC left on an island as Lena focused by, but a big ravage onto the Spectre on the high ground and the Sniper. KMC isolated, just stuck by himself. A nice Shadow Blade from Senku, but it's not enough. Grenade to get him out. Has the... No, not like this. Harry, not like this. You had it all, and you just throw it away. GG is called.
At some point there and around that mid lane fight when they had the Aegis, it looked like they were gonna be overtaking it completely, but alas, it didn't happen. They disrespected the Ravage, they disrespected the Dragonite, as you mentioned. The Tiny are so good versus these supports.
All right, let's go ahead and you know, just why even play it out? Just go ahead and give it to Yoru. But game 3 underway, and you've got Harry Freak, myself, Malibu Jesus, on the mic to take you through the action. Red Bull starting off with a smoke. A little early vision on the opposite side. See if Extendo can work some magic on this Night Stalker this game.
We might actually see an early fight. You want to see the early fight.
Or not. All right. Ryodan on the high ground to the west. Hames. What are you going to do, buddy? You're going to be the first point of contact.
Run.
You are squishy. Ezekiel leaping forward at the chance. The reflection out from the Terror Blade, and Hames is low in the tree toss. With the right clicks, will do it.
As well as by might.
It was pretty
barely
low, but yeah, unluck.
Where did they put the squishiest guy? I mean, if you look at the side of Yoru, their level 1 kill potential is not great, especially because the Tiny is, of course, going to be starting off with the tree toss or tree grab. So I'm kind of surprised that they put the disruptor kind of deep. I don't want to say the only hero that can die, but if it was a Dragonite, it'd be 100% fine.
Absolutely, but unfortunately not the case here for Red Bulls as they are underway now. Night Rain turning day to night, and the mid matchup. I think we know how this one is going to go unless Senku really turns it on. Numbers just stacked against you.
And he's going to try to fight the Shaker. So usually what happens is, because the Tiny is so good at CSing, is that you want to trade with him. You want him to hit you with the tree. But versus a Shaker, as a Tiny, you need to be the one that are applying damage. Skill is going to be fine because you're going to be losing the CS battle. So you're better off trying to harass out the Shaker. Either way, that's not going to be an easy lane.
No, certainly not. Topside, a lot of harass available to this Night Stalker and the Hoodwink. Between that damn acorn shot, I'm still picking acorns out of my my storage unit, and the Void.
Did you buy the storage unit from like the auction, like, you know, the show?
No, I bought it from this old squirrel down the street. My mistake, you know. I should have known. What else would they put in there? Just a bunch of acorns.
You mess with squirrels.
You get the nuts, right?
Radiant's
That's
turret has
the
been
old
killed.
expression, old saying. They have that in Serbia, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I was kind of gunning for the Rick and Morty stuff, but sure.
And Rick and Morty here in the bottom lane on the DK and the Disruptor. Gonna bring down the Hawk with a cleaving sword.
He's doing well on Shigigami. He got pressured a little bit, but overall, creeps close to his tower, farming well. The only one that is really suffering in this laning stage is the Tiny, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
No, we'll be interested to see how Ezekiel stays up to par on his mana. I know the Zeus on the pause 4 is very thirsty for that for the blue stuff, and we see a Bushwhack level 2 power spike for the Radiant, and a nice sinister grip into the right clicks of the Metamorphosis. KMC
Got him.
will get the kill. Right click lands, the illusion closes. Oh man. You either want to kill that Terrorblade or just wait out the meta. But if you give him CS and hero kills, it's the worst of both worlds.
Yeah, running through him literally while he has the Metamorphosis. Yeah, I have a high armor because I'm a Night Stalker. Well, you know, a Metamorphosis Terrorblade, he packs a punch. So high armor is not gonna help if you get hit like 10-15 times.
No, we see him get aggressive with the fading of Metamorphosis. However, that is just a chance for Lich to get the Lotus. Yeah, the Terrorblade doing quite nicely. As we see a glimpse back bottom, Ezekiel will have the Heavenly Jump out of immediate danger. Pops the Lotus, has some snap regen available still with the wand. A Shigigami falls to Ucho.
He had the 7-1 charges, decided not to use them. He didn't think that they're going to be able to bring him down. Or maybe he just accepted his death, but I kind of don't want to believe that.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how many stacks of wild axes he had on him, to just maybe if he was crunching some numbers quickly and just thought that it would not be worth, the debuff was already too strong.
Oh, that would be a treat.
But it's a lot of damage either way. Off to a good start here for Ryodan. You know, we've seen them with this marked success in the early game before, but the real testament is in about 31 minutes. We'll see if they've learned their lesson.
And that's with the mid lane going badly, right? They're doing so well because the side lanes are going great for them. Not any longer.
You want to say that again, Harry?
Nope.
They get a return kill top. Skill and our Terrorblade bring down pesky woodland critter. Blightstone picked up. You know, I'm normally a very big fan of the Blightstone, but Terrorblade 12 armor. This is even before Frost Shield comes out to get that flat damage reduction.
It just feels good on the Hoodwink to have the Blightstone, I guess, right? Just because the Acorn shot bounces around, so you're gonna be applying it to multiple targets. So yeah, I can always get behind it on the Hoodwink, but yeah, you're right. It just doesn't provide the same value versus a Terrorblade that it would versus like a 5 armor hero.
The Lich though only has 3 at the moment, so I mean you could have some luck there, especially with Night Stalker being able to get on top of him. But nighttime fading today. Now it's gonna be a difficult setup here, especially Metamorphosis back available for KMC.
And you really didn't do much with the Night Rain there. It's not great.
The Night Stalker doing decently in CS, 27 and 3, just 4 denies, but even in last hits with the Terrorblade. Ezekiel got 11 wand charges. You go brown boots here first after this Windlace, or do you want your Ring of Basilius?
Considering he's not buying a Sage's Mask, you go boots, right? It's
Even I.
It's a lot of lost time, right?
Yep. And you do need to be moving a little bit faster.
Oh, movement happening bottom lane as Hames trying to walk away will get pushed back thanks to the innate, the repulsion coming out strong, but not strong enough.
Oh, he
Axe
went for
will
the
bring him
fence.
down, yeah. Yeah, Shigeyami held off temporarily. Will be walking down Ezekiel, Hoodwink dying in top lane off cam, and a Dragon Tail to stun him up. Big totem stomp. And Shigeyami gets the kill. Really a blessing from the mid laner there.
People are just dying around the map. The supports are dropping like flies in this game. Already 8 kills on the board, but these movements from the Shaker are allowing the Tiny to get back into it.
Yeah, taking a look at that Tiny, sitting at 3k net.
Ducho is dropping.
Yeah, Ducho dropping a Dooch right here in the bottom lane, gets glimpsed back and will fall to the right click of Haim. Shigeyami goes toe to toe with skill. Will not be strong enough to stand out and hold on. Now Hames, can he live? Answer no. Persic on the back line brings down the Lich.
They really hate each other.
The God of Thunder ascending to Olympus with this kill of the Squirrel, who is the God
so
of the
fast.
Wood. Oh, he's so fast. Those brown boots paying off, but no mana. One more right click and a heavenly jump might do it. Yep, and a right click to follow.
He's 5.5, even more than that, on a Zeus. Minute 7.5, and he's gonna be staying there on the lane, probably getting his level 6. This Zeus will be a problem, a huge problem, for sure. Surviving through that fight, it's a big deal.
Harry, he didn't even get experience from the Wisdom Rune. The Beastmaster went over and grabbed it, so it went to the Beast and the Lich.
Well, he doesn't really need it because, well, he got the experience from all 3 of the kills.
I know, but think about if he goes back to base to get some mana, picks up the Wisdom Rune on his way there, get a little kill opportunity, a surprise Thunder God's Wrath. The story writes itself.
Well, yeah, but unfortunately it didn't write itself, so it's not gonna be that way.
Oh, well, we got another
Line is
story
coming.
unfolding right in front of us. Fenced in. No one puts baby in a corner except Hames. Extendo arriving as well, and a glimpse back on the Beastmaster. Not looking so beastly now. Dragon Knight takes to the skies. Breathes a little bit of fire. Senku makes the rotation too, but really nothing coming of it.
Surprised that Purple Sky came over with the fight, right? Because sure he had the haste rune, but also he's 300 gold away from his blink dagger, so you want to put the emphasis on that one. Is Senku gonna go? I thought he was gonna avalanche toss back. He didn't do it because that you were not getting the skill. Oh, yes, they are.
The gold will go to the Lich, awarded thanks to the Frost Shield. I do think tossback would have been the play, and we see a little courier caught out in the river. Goes down.
Yeah, Senku didn't believe in himself.
No.
It's weird.
You gotta believe, little Tiny. A little avalanche that could. That would be a good book, right? A little
You're just
avalanche
giving me
that-
book titles, but I haven't seen a full one just yet. I'm waiting for it on, where are you gonna put it on Amazon, like?
It's still under works, you know. My illustrator is a couple days behind, but the editing staff have done a great job. Not a single typo, and you can quote me on that.
Illustrations. I'm gonna be reading a kid's book.
Yeah, illustrations, right? That's what I said. It'd be a good kids book title, children's book title. Little avalanche that could, for the Rockfall that wanted to believe. And this Rockfall is going to believe in himself. Senku getting that invis rune bottom, but a fight breaking out top rune. Glimpse back, pulling the Lich into kill territory. A beautiful bushwhack. And the wand will keep him alive. Echo and met with a chain frost bouncing on your supports of the Thunder God's Wrath, creating yet another kill opportunity. Dragon Tail from Shikigami. This one's got Shikigami eyes. He sees your death, he sees your future. And let's see if we see Senku revealed by Sentry. We'll get out, still on the prowl, but Hoodwink is out. Probably just a nice little wave clear, or actually breaking my ankles. We'll go back in. Some vision, but he's also revealed.
All this opened up the place for Ducho to get a tower bottom lane. It was pretty much full, so all this space quite nicely created for him.
Yeah, Ducho really happy to be playing a normal hero after forced onto the Bat Rider in game 2. But looking top, Bushwhack on to KMC. No Sunder available when you're silenced by the static cloud.
Yep, and I'm still trying to think why he went for the fence in this game over the kinetic field.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Let's think. You can combine it pretty nicely with the Fisher from the Earthshaker.
Yeah, maybe you can like
Very easy 90
make
degree.
like dusk shards. Yep.
Yeah. That's an option. Let's see. I do wonder about the behaviors between the wall
Dire's top tower
and
is
the
under
fence,
attack.
or the fence and the
Radiant's
field
courier
versus
has been
the
killed.
heavenly jump.
Radiant's
if one is
middle
better
tower is
than
under
the
You
other.
attack.
shouldn't be able. You shouldn't be
Radiant
able to get out of it.
structures are fortified.
That's just how it works. So I would say it's the same.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Maybe a little, and
Radiant's
also with
middle
the
tower
is the
under
formation
attack.
time a little quicker. That
Radiant's
maybe
middle
might be the
tower
only
has
other
fallen.
avenue that I can think of.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Is it?
I don't know either way.
No,
but, I'm
no,
just saying
no,
if
it's
there would be a
0.4.
difference. Yeah, 0.4. Okay, and we're gonna have a point for the Dire, bringing down the Night Stalker in the top lane. Ducho TPing up, continuing his reign of terror on the lanes.
Okay, Yoru, 20 more minutes and then you throw. That's
Radiant's top
that's what
tower
they do.
is under
When you
attack.
make a huge mistake, your enemies come back into it. But they're doing really well in this game. They're shutting down the Shaker, that is the main playmaker, who's now trying to make something happen with his Blink Echo.
Oh, Blink Echo could be big. Still level 1 Echo.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, I hear some static. Is it clinging to my clothes or no? On
You just let him
KMC.
go.
Yeah. I don't really know the reasoning behind that, but we do see a counter move from Yoru. They find Hames. Fence not enough to keep him out.
Yeah, the reason that you don't go for it because you don't know where the enemies are at, right? So a quick avalanche can completely destroy your
Dire's
your
turret
initiation,
has been
but
killed.
that's nighttime for you. They didn't really have all that deep vision, so better safe than sorry. In the end, the Blink Dagger reveals well much better on the Tiny because he got the kill.
Absolutely. That's nighttime for you, baby. As we got any other big blinks? The Shaker, the Tiny. Nothing else really coming out yet. An armlet on our Night Stalker. Not unheard of, but do you think it pays off in this game?
You're fine with it, right? You want to be a little bit tankier, and I'm guessing he's going to be getting a shard relatively early on. So this is, you know, the unkillable Night Stalker approach, which... not sure why he went for that one in this game. I feel like a Blink Dagger might have been better, but Red Bulls have been known to be greedy, so it's, I guess because of that, it just kind of feels normal.
Yeah. All right, and you know, a return to normalcy
Dire's
as
top
we
tower is
see
under
this
attack.
tier 1 tower threatened. Purple Sky gonna
Dire's
claim the
top
top
tower
tier
has
1
fallen.
with an enchant totem and a smoke right off the back of that play. Terrorblade nearby, but Radiant will elect to go through the Twin Gate. Looks like Beastmaster, played by Ducho, gonna be
In trouble.
Oh man, he shows on the wave.
Goodbye.
And this is goodbye. So long, farewell. The
team is
sharpshooter
coming.
from downtown. The team is coming. He gets the roar, buying some time here. Will fall. Ezekiel in with the lightning bolt, but looks like Dire looking for greener pastures. Going to stay on the high ground. A Scurry gives vision with that ward, and now it pulls back. Scissors to his death, but it's hell breaking loose. Chain Frost on the sidelines. Senku now surrounded on 3 sides. They're gonna use the Echo. He says, thanks for the illusion, idiot. Eat an Echo.
I'm very surprised that they didn't just stand their ground there on the high ground, that they ran, and then after the glimpse, after you've already lost an extra hero, that you decided to go back in. I don't know if he thought that he would just with the toss be able to kill both of the supports, but that's too optimistic. In any case, even if these two supports are very, very squishy, which they are. But yeah, Yoru making a mistake, and while this is happening, the Dragonite he's farming the fastest on the map.
Yeah, Harry, it's crazy. That mistake's about 20 minutes too early, if I'm remembering correctly. Uh-oh. Pause coming out here. Let's take a look at the top action room. A very timely pause as Purple Sky poised to claim the AD will be picked up and bottled.
Dire's middle tower
He doesn't have
is
an
under
echo, so
attack.
that's nice, but he's still gonna hurt you if a fight breaks out. Also, there on the bottom lane when they killed Ducho, he was like 100 gold away from his Aghanim. He's gonna have it now, but imagine if he had an Ag started healing after that roar. Would have been a completely different story.
The combo breaker into the reversal. Something that we could only dream about here in North America, but just gonna have to wait for that one. Shigigami, top of the net worth. S&Y after the Mask of Madness. This guy is leading the charts in convincing style. Do you think Terrorblade has anything to worry about, or is it just par for the course at this point?
You need to worry about it if you're a Terrorblade. I mean, usually we think about the Terrorblade like this ultra late game hero, and which he is and can be, but Dragon Knight has trumped everybody. When you have a ranged Sven, it's who's tankier, it's a problem.
Yeah, Harry, I think we need to go back to that game too and make that cleave frenzy from the DK a highlight, because holy shit, I don't know if I've ever seen 3-4 heroes melt that fast. Just insane.
Ducho gets the Aegis. That's quite nice. One thing that is definitely different in this game is that Ducho is playing a hero that he's relatively comfortable on, and definitely we're seeing a complete difference in terms of impact. He isn't having a perfect game on the Beastmaster, but on a Batrider it was a catastrophe.
Yeah, I mean, a renaissance here for Ducho in the off lane.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Fitting bounty.
Radiant structures
Second
are
impact,
fortified.
Ducho.
Dire's middle tower
Tier
is
2
under
on the
attack.
menu. It feels like they're gonna be able to get it. The Night Stalker is not rotating. He does have the Dark Ascension, but it won't change the damn thing. Goodbye, Tier 2.
Are scanning.
Very nice.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This is very smart move here, and it pays off. Got to imagine they're going to continue this trend. Just going lane to lane. Probably get another, I don't know, meta's almost down. A little risky.
So here's the thing: the bottom towers are the easiest to take, right? There's just the biggest gap between them and the next tower. Not that many angles at which the enemies can engage on you. Not that many high grounds. You can stand your ground even on the lane, and they're not really going to be able to jump you from multiple high grounds. So, I don't think you're gonna have that luxury and to have an opening on other tier 2s right now. So, it's farming until you find the pick off, I think.
All right. Pickoff's going to grow in likelihood with Zeus soon finishing this Aghanim Scepter. Just got the gold for it. We'll buy it. It's being delivered. We do see Senku on the mid tiny working towards that. Well, he's got his phylactery. Working on Conda next. Do you think it's a little risky? Would you need a BKB to get in the middle of these fights? Or do you have your Beastmaster and your Terrorblade to do that for you? You can
you have them, and the idea is to burst somebody down, right? So you with the BKB, that's not going to be the case. Phylactery, it does allow you to threaten the enemy supports. I mean, look at the point disruptor. He has 1,000 HP. He's just gonna die.
Yep. Well, Hoodwink gonna go before him.
Radiant's middle tower
Unfortunately
is
for
under
the
attack.
squirrel.
Yep. I mean, the Nimbus is always gonna help you, and now the Invis isn't really gonna be that big of a deal because you do have that global reveal coming from the
Radiant's
Zeus.
middle tower is under attack.
Harry, now I got a question for you. So I'm looking at the inventory of the Disruptor. We see him saving up for the Glimmer Cape. He's getting pretty close to the Shadow Amulet, but there's an empty inventory slot. Are you of the school of thought that you need to have all of your slots filled
Radiant's
when
middle
possible?
tower has fallen.
Sure, right, but people. So here's how I look at it. It's great to be efficient in Dota, but people put too much emphasis on it, right? You're gonna be seeing somebody streaming is like 10, 11k
Radiant are
MMR,
scanning.
real 10, 11k, not what's happening nowadays where we have 19k players, right? And then you're gonna have backseat gamers like, you didn't buy a windlace or whatever. Like nobody cares. Sure, it gives you that 0.1%, but it's game changing in TI finals.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And
attack.
the game changing right there for Hoodwink. Found out by the Thunder God's Wrath and anticipating it. Tiny makes that jump. Good coordination coming out. Game changing in the TI finals, but not here. Come on, what are you disrespecting North American closed quals?
Nah,
It's fine.
You got what I mean.
Everyone.
But the thing is, it's really, you should always try to be as efficient as possible. But there's just sometimes where when you feel like even the extra 200 gold is going to be hindering your ability to finish off an item. So it comes down to the feeling of the player itself.
Sure. I mean, especially when you, unfortunately, are bottom net worth. It's like,
Radiant's
how
top tower
am I
is
going to
under
find
attack.
any gold on the map at all here?
Radiant's
poor.
top tower is falling.
I'm poor, leave me alone, damn. I'm trying to play the game. Why are you scrutinizing my bank account?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, your mama is so poor. She goes
Can't
around
afford a
with one
raindrop.
shoe. No, she goes around with one shoe.
Your mom is so broke, she didn't even finish her boots into tranquils.
And when they ask her, did you lose a shoe? She says, no, I found one. Right? That's
Oh my god.
Are scanning.
That's messed up.
that's a South
messed
Park
up.
one. That's a South
Yeah.
Park one.
We should start. Maybe we shouldn't. But I was gonna say, like, at least a Reddit thread, a series of Yamama jokes off of Dota.
Yep.
Uh-oh, KMC cancels the TP. Going back in, gets dis... Oh, no, no, no.
He's
Into the
very
static
dead.
storm. That's the deadest Terrorblade I've seen all game.
Is this the first time he died? No, it's the second time. So
Second. But he wasn't
but he's
as
still
dead
the
last
deadest.
time. Yeah.
yeah, exactly, because he was lower level and he wasn't dead for that
Exactly.
long. You're right. You're right.
Less HP as well.
Tower is under attack.
I'm so glad we're casting together a little bit longer so that we start understanding how the other one thinks.
All right, the hive mind is growing. The hive mind is bonding together with the two brain cells become one. It's a beautiful time, right? I do like this boomerang with the Earthshaker on your squad. Really amp up those echo slams.
Yep, even more damage. There's a lot of magical. On the other side, every single hero contributes a little bit to it, and you do want to burst somebody down, but it's gonna be a little bit harder now. We do having the BKB. This Beastmaster can stand his ground, but the Dragonite is getting out of control, man. There's the Crystallis, Daedalus is gonna be coming out fairly soon. We all know how fast this hero farms, and he's level 18. Boy, oh boy, are people gonna be in a world of hurt.
2 more levels, then we get the range, and it's gonna be Hurt City. And you know, Harry, I've got a hot take here. I think when Disruptor takes Kinetic Fence, I'm gonna say it. You know, I think it should make Static Storm a square box. It's pretty crazy, I know. I've been crazy before. I've said some crazy things. No one's really come after me just yet, but I think this one might just do it in Kinetic Fence. Static Storm should be a square box, and Hoodwink put in a box all on her own. Dead for 40.
Goodbye, Squirrel. I'm surprised that you went for the ulti. I guess they got scared there for a second that there's gonna be a turnaround because you had Nimbus on the Zeus and probably would have been enough to just bring down the Hoodwink.
Yeah, the kill did go to the Zeus. You know, thought maybe they were gonna try to set it up for the Tiny, but you know, no harm done. You know, Age Assist expired, so you may be looking at that next respawn before you really dedicate to a high ground shove. Though the Zoo has arrived bottom lane. Illusions, Boars in tow. Chip damage beginning on the tower. Spot out the TP from Persic as Purple Sky blinks forward.
Man, I really love the Slugger. It's just so cool when you see all of the creeps just being
it's
pushed
amazing.
around.
It's amazing. You get a Fatal Bonds on your team and you hit a Slugger fat Echo Slam. Oh my god. Nothing better.
Yep. Shaker is a really fun hero to play.
Who would you say is the most fun hero, or that you enjoy? Other than Pudge. Other than Pudge.
Yeah, I always liked playing their spirit.
Okay.
But let me. Oh, you know what I really enjoy? Like,
What do you really
is
enjoy?
super fun to play? A bounty hunter.
Mm.
That's a I'm gonna annoy you type of hero.
All right. Always out of eye shot, just keeping that track renewed, stealing a little gold. I will say that sound from the Janata, that's a very good sound. Very pleasing. Gets a lot of dopamine going for me.
I'm going through my heroes played, and then I see a Slardar, and I remember when this hero was played as a 4. Last time I played him was 2021. That's a long time ago, and before that's 2019.
Damn. Hello, old friend. It's been a while. I know. I'm sorry. I haven't written you in too many years. What do you think it'll take you to go back to Slardar? I know you don't play a lot of Dota these days because you're casting all the time. But what would it take to bring it back?
Well, if the Slardar gets a little bit more love currently in the meta, considering that the PA is coming back, might happen. And if I get forced into playing the offlane, sure. But playing position 4 Slardar, not gonna be happening. Right? Ever since they changed him, that his stun is just not long as it used to be, right? And it's more so about doing the damage, applying the Throzy Haze rather than stunning people. It's not the same. Remember the old Slardar, and Lifestealer infests you. You jump on somebody, the stuns are long enough, and the Lifestealer then kills him. But doesn't happen nowadays.
No, unluck. One of the greats have fallen, and it's a shame. It really is.
What weathermancery is this?
I still remember one of the sentences on we were in a local LAN, and we picked the Slardar Lifestealer, and they picked an anti-mage, and my teammate said, like, what the hell are they doing? We can give him a butterfly at the start of the game and he's still gonna lose. And yeah, you really shouldn't be picking an anti-mage into a Slardar.
No. That disrespect is insane, though. Can you imagine level 1 battle or level 1 butterfly? Just the havoc that you would wreak.
Yep. Admin tired of asking reason of the pause. Oh my god, Red Bulls are really set on rules. Were you the yeah, really, the guy is DC'd, right? This time around, it's very obvious. Were you the guy in elementary school, like, teacher, they're not following the rules?
No, I hated that because I was looking to break rules any chance I could get, and I wasn't gonna sell one of my comrades, one of my kindred spirits, into timeout or like elementary jail. Screw that, man.
Whose idea was it? His.
Yeah. It's funny that I ended up being a teacher for a long time. Then I had to deal with all the rule breakers that I once was part of their order. But yeah.
Yeah. So you went for the ultimate betrayal. You became what you have sought out to destroy.
Exactly. No, but I would rarely get kids in trouble whenever I was teaching. I was just like, listen, you shouldn't be doing this. Do you know why you're doing it? Okay, yeah. Well, I don't want to see you again. So just make sure this doesn't happen.
There will be a smoke though. Getting out of their base. They still have one outer tower, but still they smoked out of their base. So this is gonna take a long time. Every single time we're smoking out of your base, it just takes too long to get to a side of the map where you're gonna be finding a fight. But you need to play some vision because the Roche fight is looming.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Lich did get some interesting vision down by the
has
pit.
been killed.
Gonna be a Scotty recipe. Knocked off the courier.
Dire are
Huge.
scanning.
2.5 minutes. Without your precious little orb, what are you gonna do, Terrorblade? Someone's gonna bully you now that you can't slow them or stop their life regen.
Okay, so you're a bully. No, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. The Yoru are going to be smoking up right now. Buybacks are going to be very, very important here. One side, of course, is going to have the outpost. The other one, they still have a tier 1. So the access point for Yoru towards the bottom side Roche is quite good as well.
Yeah, Harry, only 2 buybacks on the map currently. They get the sentry, so they think they're safe, but they're still directly under an observer, and the smoke is closing in. Zeus leading with the spells, and the toss on a tiny BKB used on Ducho. Purple Skies low, won't be able to get out. Gets the Echo done. Nobody dies. A little Nightfall special on the Dragon Knight. Now,
Oh, bonus. Found him.
scattered to the wind. And old bonus boy is found with 700 damage thrown on top. Roshan gonna be awarded to the Dire.
I'm very surprised that they went for that early smoke from Red Bulls and they didn't place any vision around the pit, right? The reason that you go for that smoke, sure, you try to find a kill, if it doesn't happen, you go close to the pit, you place it around vision. But they didn't do it, and well, this is the result. When you have no idea what is coming your way, you're gonna be in trouble. Plus, of course, the Shaker and the Night Stalker being caught at the start, you kind of want the Night Stalker to use his ulti to provide the extra vision if you do not have wards yourselves. But either way, it wouldn't have happened if you were playing around the ward, breaking the smoke. Completely different story.
No, it wouldn't have. And you know, they killed that sentry. So I think they thought that maybe they were clear vision, but that observer just existing for the Dire right outside of the reach, and disaster. But Harry, I mean, we are right on the precipice of entering that Wild West timing of Yoru Ryodan, where they forget how to play Dota. Just about 6 minutes lie between them and defeat.
Yeah,
So
but you can end now. And now.
Yeah, exactly.
Go.
Exactly. They got to get it done quickly. The window is closing. 9K net worth in their favor, though. Might be strong enough to shut it out.
Last game they screwed up at 40 minutes, so they might have 10 minutes.
Okay. They're improving a little bit each game, I see. But I think the trend started to reverse around maybe a little earlier than that.
Yeah, maybe right.
I don't know. It all went wrong when that DK just cleaved everyone down and had the Satanic. That was insane.
Pretty much. It's just hard to play versus a Terrorblade that is this farm. You have a farmed Dragonite, but the thing is, he's the only one, right? It's Hoodwink is kind of contributing to the damage department, but the thing is, it's not that the Hoodwink is farmed. It's because he's close to the cores. Is that the cores are under farmed. So that's a bit of a bummer, and the Hoodwink did go for a Maelstrom, but need some time to finish off these damage items, really.
Final tier 2 peeled back here in favor of Ryodan as the banner is down. That high ground assault begins. They do get a kill on Zeus. A little shining light for the Radiant. But that shining light,
so he can assist if need be.
And he has his ult and that Nimbus at the ready too. Contribution expected to come out here from the Zeus with the buyback. Terrorblade stunned up, has the Aegis, but you don't want to lose your transformative hero. Glimpsed back into the static storm, but not contained. 4 stabs coming out, clutch. Aegis is consumed. Ducho with the roar on the Earthshaker. Thunder God's Wrath coming in, brings down the Earthshaker before he can jump out. Now reborn KMC. Do we go for round 2?
You need to wait the Dark Ascension at least, right? And it is gonna be the Dragon form expiring, but the thing is that the Dragon form just has such a low downtime compared to a Metamorphosis that it's hard to hit that timing. They're just doing their best to make sure that the tier 3 falls.
Well, okay, might see KMC fall. A good glimpse, but no capitalization on that, but a blink Avatar from Senku. And thank you very much for the escape. I'm sure his Lich is thinking.
Shikigami still had the BKB, so if that wasn't the case, he probably would have tried to toss him back. Oh, look at how the Shaker, he died in the air. So his Spirit Cairn is just or was in a very weird spot. Not any longer, because he's back to the land of the living.
Oh my god. So
That's a buyback on the Zeus if he goes down.
So while
Fine.
that happened, the Beastmaster died bottom, by the way. He got found by the Earthshaker. And he didn't even have to use Echo. Just one enchant totem into the right click with the creeps scattering was enough.
Oh, they're starting to make mistakes on Yoru. They've been controlling the game for so long, and it just doesn't feel that way at the moment any longer.
No. No, it doesn't. Now you've got the shard on Hames. So, Harry, that means infinite stacking Thunderstrike. We're going to see it. It's going to be beautiful as a Chain Frost. Going to have to use the BKB and erases the Lich with the Echo. Still getting chased. Got to be careful. Lets that expire. Now the Prowl has begun for the Radiant. Shadow Blade on Senku. We'll get him out of dodge for now.
What are they thinking?
I don't know, but Shikigami wrapping behind us. Senku goes back in. Static Storm down. You lose your Earthshaker. Zeus threatened and murdered by Shiggy. And the TP, no, goes off. No glimpse to interrupt it. KMC on the run. You've got Dark Ascension on Extendo. We'll get out on the TP.
He's super speedy. Use the Demon Zeal. You are you're gonna be able to get yourself away. Of course, he has the SNY, so even more movement speed on this Terrorblade. He is approaching level 20 on the TB, which for the 10 seconds conjure image, is he gonna go for that one?
Dire are scanning.
Let me check, or is it just full on stats? Full on stats for the Terrorblade.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
10 plus stats for the TB. 2/3 of an ultimate orb going your way for free. Now, Harry, this cosmetic for the Terrorblade, where you can see the flaming footprints behind. Can you see those on the opposition, the enemy team?
You cannot see it if you don't see the Terrorblade. That's how it should work. Like like the Frondillo, the armadillo.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Or the little doggy of the Crystal Maiden. Sometimes maybe it can bug out, so I would.
I think that dog has gotten a lot of CMs killed, personally.
Yep. That's true. I recently gotten a puppy, and definitely puppies are not easy to deal with. They are full days of work. And, hopefully that it's not gonna be giving me the same fortune as it as a puppy brings to CM.
Ooh. Shadowblade stops the roar. Yeah, hopefully, I hope your dog doesn't get you killed, Harry. I would be remiss and crestfallen.
Pulls me in front of the car or something. He's gonna have to be a lot bigger to make that happen.
Yeah. Oh, but I love dogs. I'm glad that I don't have one though. Just a real big lifestyle change, and as much as I would like to have a little buddy around, it's okay. I like having my computer intact, my walks to myself, and my snacks to myself too.
You just put a little bit of a buzzer on your PC. He comes close.
A little static fence around.
Yep.
I'll have to talk to Hames about that one. As we see, the zoo reinforced by double catapults arriving bottom. Metamorphosis used by KMC. Assault is fresh as Persic stuns. Roots up the Tiny. And now Shikigami opens up on Senku as the roar coming out onto the DK 4-staff out of the Nimbus. Will it be enough? Echo Slam on the back line at the tier 3. Lich low, but saved by the Sunder. Your support lives another day.
What?
Jimmy Folly, the tier play top. The Beastmaster and the Zeus to join.
35 minutes, that's what the hell. We forgot about it.
I knew it, dude.
What the hell? Why are we watching 3 same games here? I don't even know why we're here casting. We could have watched the first one, and then we know that every single one is going to be the freaking same game.
We could have napped. We could have gone to the gym. We could write our book together. A lot of options in front of us, but, a little return to deja vu. Gonna be a nullifier on the Night Stalker too. No escape now. 4 staff dispelled, Zeus's and Witch.
Oh man, you're a Terrorblade, and you're like, I'm gonna save my support with the Sunder by killing myself. What the?
Dire's bottom
That's the
tower is
5-head
under
play
attack.
we've been waiting on all game. Finally arrives, but Persic also top side, showing he's got a bit large of a forehead himself. Gets away somehow, even with the Aghanims on Senku. Not gonna land. Tormentor being sniped by the Radiant, and Purple Sky. Very nice shard picked up for the Shaker.
I don't know if I'm
Are scanning.
too happy about this Aghanim Scepter. I mean, the Tree Volley is solid, but you don't really have great heroes to keep them in place, right? If you had a Chrono, if you had a Shaker yourself, if you had a Kinetic Field, maybe I guess Fence will do. But this way, everybody's just gonna easily run away. Plus, you have no Echo Sabers, so there's not gonna be any slows either inside of the Tree Volley.
Yeah, I think there are better solutions for the same price. Maybe you use it when they collapse, but here we go. Dragon Knight on the Beastmaster, BKB, and the Roar on the Night Stalker, looking to bring him down. The magic damage is immaculate. Earthshaker to fall. Senku showing that Ag Scepter might just be worth the buy. Buyback on the Shaker, and now can
That's
we
an Echo.
see Extendo get out? The Echo is available. Let's take a look.
He might turn around to give vision.
Oh my.
They're clumped up.
It's a Ryodan sandwich. And we're getting ready to take a bite as Ikigami brought in. Echo onto 1. KMC with the right clicks and a good Sunder this time. Brings Purple Sky down low, and that's a dieback. You lost your DK, you're gonna lose your Hoodwink. Only the Night Stalker remains between you and defeat. Our buyback status, though, we do have it on the DK. You are a Radiant fan, and the Hoodwink buy him back.
Even with the 35-minute blunder, they're still doing well for themselves, right? Definitely bouncing back nicely, and creeps are coming to the mid lane, so the push can continue if they want to. But buyback on the Dragonite might dissuade them, no?
Oh, nope. No dissuasion happening here at all when that Hoodwink is very tantalizing. And an easy kill. Mid lane to fall. Now the Barracks next on the menu. We've got 3 for the defense, but no Dragon form. Static Storm just now coming off cooldown. Shikigami walking forward, testing the vision. 1 second on Dragon form. This would be a good kill. They find the Beastmaster isolated on the top side. BKB gets him out of dodge immediately, and Static Storm in, but the BKBs are making him immune to it. The damage is enough from the DK. And Beastmaster will buy back. Ryodan looking to continue the fight here. Tiny brought back in, broken. KMC in the fight. Demonic Zeal giving him a little bit of a boon. Skill looking for a grip, but won't find one. Tier 4 is exposed. 3rd Rax threatened here by Ryodan. No Shaker for 20.
Yeah, you're in a 5 versus 3 scenario. You can't stop it. It's too hard.
No, Night Stalker looking for him, but he gets roared. Now Terrorblade unstunned, coming back as Skill with the grip, with the Chain Frost, letting it bounce. But Ryodan with discipline, remain focused on the Barracks. They take it down now. Can you protect your Tiny? Yeah. Yeah, the Night Stalker went in, but got out. Now you're against Megas.
Very, very smart approach to the to that siege, right? You jump a little bit back to create the space for KMC to finish off the Raxes. You get Mega Creeps, and now that's an issue. Dragonite is level 26. He is a Dragonite, so dealing with Mega Creeps is not impossible for him. But with Roche, with the next Metamorphosis, you're not winning, and there's gonna be a Terror Wave as well. I'm assuming that they're gonna give this Aghanim Scepter to Terrorblade.
Yeah. Ag Scepter on the Terrorblade gonna be massive here. Is there gonna be another banner? So Mega Creeps hitting your base with the banner protecting them. Oh, it's gonna be a tough order for the Radiant to bring it down.
Goodbye, Roche. Nobody's coming to defend him.
Roshan has fallen to the
Certainly
dark.
not. And
I could do with more of that.
yep, Terror Wave gonna be available. That's such a cool ability.
Yep.
Only if
Pretty
you had a
solid.
blink.
Well, he might get it. He might not need to because he's 6 slotted and the game is looking kind of over.
Yeah, but no escape into the fountain. Just blink into the fountain, Terror Wave him out, get a little Sunder going,
Die in the fountain.
die in the fountain, laugh, do it again. In true Ryodan fashion. But now the squeeze is on the base, crash landing. Oh,
They're just gonna take it easy here. Poke, poke, poke until an opening presents itself when all the creeps are inside.
Waves dying. We see the Terror Wave come out, so 10-second Metamorphosis available now. Thunder God's Wrath only hits the DK. The rest are smoked. Now final meta coming in as Beastmaster looking for a target, but both tier 4s are falling. Roar has been used. Extendo finds the Lich in the backline. Chain Frost
No
got to be
glyph.
bouncing as no clip on the Ancient. Shinigami able to survive for a bit. Big Echo, but the Sunder gonna swap the life. With KMC surviving through it all. First life. Actually, no Aegis. It's been consumed. Terribly dead for 90 as Extendo trying to close the gap on this 5-back Lich. Chain Frost bouncing, brings her down. And now Ducho goes down as well. Shigigami, the Gallant, defending the Ancient. And quite a few buybacks
He
coming
bought
out
back on the
side.
Terrorblade. Oh, this is how you lose a game. You
This is
die
how
right
you lose
now
a
and it's
game.
over. Oh, do
This
they want to
is
throw
how
it?
you lose a game. Do you want to throw it or do you want to throw it? That's the question.
Oh, there's not going to be a dragon form. Just wait it out. I think they're going to wait out the dragon form and then just go in.
Radiant's ancient.
Mousing over that duration is everything. Dragon form expires here. They found the Tiny. Extendo in on target, and the Ancient's exposed. You gotta be careful. KMC opening up on the Ancient. He's broken as Hoodwink falls down. Tiny closing the gap. Sunder coming out. GG called it. Ancient goes down. Ryodan advance one more spot in our lower bracket here for the Raleigh closed qualifiers, where they will play. Let's take a sec to look and find out.
The Dynasty.
Oh, dead.